Welcome, guys, back to the I Love Wrestling podcast. Justin Woolwine, how you doing, Pops?
Doing good. Glad to be here.
And it's been a while since we've done a live stream. Glad to get back in the fold of things. It's not Monday night, but we're here for something special, aren't we?
Something special, yeah. And from what I heard, there's going to be a surprise guest at the end, maybe?
Yes. One of the many members of this show that we're going to take a part of, the IWC put on 24, one of their pay-per-views. One of the stars from this event will be a guest at the end of the podcast, so stay tuned.
This will be my first time
with a guest.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'm kind of excited.
To check this out, go to Triller TV, IWC 24. As far as I'm aware, that's the only place you can check it out. I'm sure you go into other like IWTV, things like that. You can search up IWC and see if they're available. I'm not 100% sure. But go to Triller TV. Definitely check it out on there. We're going to start it off right at the beginning. I'm going to press play in 3, 2, 1. So we are going through the opening credits. Make sure to follow the IWC on all social media accounts. Also, follow ILWPOD on all social media accounts. They are at the bottom of the screen. We also have a sponsor, W Energy. Save 10% with our promo code ILWPOD on DUBBY.GG.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Pro Wrestling Tees.
ProWrestlingTees.com. Got 2 shirts up right now. Waiting on a couple to get approved. So we might have some extra merchandise out there for the public. So pay attention to that.
The new designs I've seen. And they're pretty hot.
There's something special. The first I get just a little teaser, I guess. The first merchandise for Nasty Nate, somebody who's been on my action figure channel, and then he's on all our live reviews for Monday Night Raw. Exciting.
It'll be nice to see.
For 24
years, so here we go.
The pinnacle of professional wrestling in Western Pennsylvania has been the International Wrestling Cartel.
Many companies don't make it 24 months, 24 weeks. We celebrate 24 years.
But this is the 24th, I don't want to say anniversary show, but they're celebrating 24 years of being open, the International Wrestling Cartel. It's no small feat.
No, 25 years is a long time. And it's out of Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
They also run shows in like the outer Pittsburgh area, and then down West Virginia, up in like the northern part of West Virginia, things like that.
West Virginia is our stomping grounds.
Yep. Starting with tag team championship match. So the last show we saw, the fraternity won the tag titles. And they're at the reset.
Defending them now.
Now they're defending them. Nice to see they're still champs. We did skip a show. There was a show in between. We did miss that. But this one, a good friend of ours has a big, important match on the show, trying to maintain ownership of the reset button.
Yeah.
A bull rope match. Exciting.
Big bull rope match.
Bull rope match. And then somebody else we got to meet at Exodus. Duke Davis is taking on Bill Coyer.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
For the world title match.
I like Duke Davis.
Yeah. He was ripping me a little bit at the show, but
it was a little hard time, but I enjoyed it.
I definitely do. It's cool going to the Exodus shows because a lot of the Exodus guys are also on here, so it's cool to kind of see the crossover.
Right. Well, because it's like halfway between Chicago and Cleveland.
It's right down the road, really. Right, yeah. Cleveland, like I think a 2-hour drive, something like that, 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Dillinger, the ace degenerate, the Neon Tarantino, one of the most despicable and repugnant human beings I have ever had.
I mean, Derek Dillinger did really good in that reset button.
Did he?
Yes. I mean, in the match for the reset button, he was in there for quite some time. So I'm interested to see what.
And they're wrestling for the titles.
Yep.
Is this a triple threat?
No, it's just these two versus the fraternity. I think is names.
Yeah.
Forgive us on the names. We are new to
Can't take anything away from
the
there.
IWC
Well, we've
culture.
yet-
We're learning.
We've yet to be able to make
They
it
were
out there
not
to a
prepared
show
for the reset button in January.
to familiarize ourselves with the roster.
Something we're maybe going to try to do in the summer. Maybe
I'd like to.
something.
I'd really, really like to.
While these men are coming out to the ring, if you do want to check us out, we will be at the Squared Circle Expo. We are doing a little bit of a sponsorship for Hot Commodity, both Trevor Outlaw and Hayden Backlund. So check that out. And we'll be there at the Black Label Pro Show on Friday, and then the Squared Circle Expo has a show that Saturday night. We'll be for both. Be there for both of those. You might see us. Be wearing our
Are we doing
ILWPOD merch.
sponsorship there too?
It's not been announced yet, so I
Okay.
cannot.
Oh, okay.
Things
okay.
that are not announced.
I didn't know I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. That's why I asked this
Your
time.
favorite thing is to announce things before they're announced.
Yeah, last time I was on here, I kind of dropped some stuff I wasn't supposed to drop. So tonight I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
But Exodus Pro, we are sponsoring their event.
Yeah, Exodus.
May 23rd, Friday, May 23rd.
I can't
day
wait.
after Isaac, our little / big brother, graduates from high school. Shout out to Isaac.
Shout out to Isaac. Congratulations, son. I'm proud of you.
This is the fourth reign of the fraternity as IWC Tag Team
Fourth
Champions.
reign, they said.
I
Fourth
believe
reign.
they've usurped the 2-year mark all time. Channing Decker recently opened
Channing
Japan
Decker
Big
is
Japan Pro
he
Wrestling,
used to have a
showing
tag
you
team
how
Tommy
hardcore
Dreamer.
he can
We
be
talked a little bit about
all
that on the
around
last one.
world. And
I like
we never thought we
the
would
production
see
for
Channing
this.
and Trent
It's
Gibson
good.
back together.
Again, it
As,
was
uh,
good last
Channing
time. I
Decker
think it's good this
embarks
time.
on reign number 5 in his own right. Of course, him and Tommy Dreamer dominated the tag division in 2024, defending both here in IWC and up in Greentown Wrestling, up in Ontario.
Ontario.
But the question is, will the result
they-
be the same?
So he's
now
been
that
dominating the
Dillinger
tag
and
scene
Wes
for quite some
Barclay
time,
has had
Mr.
2 months to
Decker
prepare?
here.
Mr. Decker has.
And another thing, Joe. Yes, the fraternity.
They come out to
one
the
of perhaps the greatest
gangster
team in the
music.
history of this company.
New Jack's old
They
theme song.
haven't
That's what it sounded like.
consistently
Ice
been
Cube and
that at the
Dr.
day,
Dre.
it's a disadvantage for them, even though they have
Natural
the
Born
stars
Killers.
we all know about.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. These men are like brothers. They think alike, but let's be honest. Channing Decker is not the same Channing Decker that we met back some 8 or 9 years ago here in IWC. He has changed physically. He's changed mentally. He's changed his outlook. He's changed his style. He's gotten a much more devil-may-care, high-risk, violent style to him. Trent
You
Gibson
think they're
was
going to
always
retain the
the
tag
more
titles? Do we see new
well-rounded
champs?
of the
Nah, I
two, or
think
the
they're going to
thinking man of
retain.
the two.
They've held it, what,
While
one
Channing
show?
Decker more-
One
more
show.
so
This will be their
reactive
second
than
defense.
anything else.
Yeah, I see him
But,
keeping them.
We'll see if those extremes,
You don't
to,
know, though.
use a pun,
You never know.
are a help or a hindrance here against Wes Barkley and Derek Dillinger, who, as mentioned, a very
You excited for WrestleMania week?
Yes, I am. I'm very excited for
What a way to
WrestleMania
kick
week.
off
We got
IWC
this week. We'll
24,
have
just
quite
moments being on
in the next
air.
7 days.
Already
We're gonna have
tag
4 live
title
streams.
at
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. That might be fun.
Tomorrow night, the last Monday Night Raw before we
The
get
go
to
home
WrestleMania.
edition of Raw is going to be a good one, huh?
And then both night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania. We're gonna try to live stream both of those. That'll be fun.
The fans are
Not to
celebrating
mention
along with us.
Friday
Some of these
will be
fans
at CSW.
Yes,
started coming the past couple
CSW.
of
Shout out
months,
to
maybe
CSW.
2025 was their
It's
first year
always
with
fun
us,
going to see Chicago
have been
style
here with us
wrestling.
for a number
I
of
love it.
decades.
I enjoy it.
And no
It's a
matter
great
if you're
crowd,
a
great
fan
people.
or
Everybody
you're a
feels like
longtime
family.
diehard, I
Definitely.
appreciate you so
I
much.
like it.
You're live in Elizabeth and also
Something
watching
I've
across the world.
heard is
Thriller
the
TV
same
and the
kind of
IWC
vibe
network.
that IWC has. So I'm looking forward to trying to go out there and see what it's like inside the arena, see what it's like talking to some of the guys and girls trying to get them on the
Decker's got an extra
podcast.
hop in his
Yeah.
step tonight. And you can
Definitely.
see that.
Ooh,
Wow,
nice move.
slam
Nice
into
nice
a
leg drop, huh?
He reminds me a lot.
leg drop
Decker
for a count
reminds
of
me a lot of Van Dam.
barely one.
That was
a lot of
Van
Van Dam.
Dam
I enjoyed
by
that.
Channing Decker, who we've seen Decker compete against here in IWC before.
Man, Joe.
Cutting down the
Channing Decker's
ring,
on fire.
classic
Let's
tag
see
team
Trent
action.
Gibson.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Well, Gibson was the big X factor. If you remember back
Went
at
to
the
the
reset
eyes.
button that reloaded in January.
Now,
We knew
do
Channing
you
Decker
know
would
who
be in
is
attendance. We knew Channing
the
Decker
proverbial
was open
heel
to
and
get
who's the
selected
proverbial
for
baby
tag
faces here?
No.
Trent Gibson, we had
I
seen,
me neither. I'm lost on that one.
with the exception of an appearance or two, a couple of summers ago. we
Something
hadn't seen
tells
him in
me
years.
that the fraternity are the baby faces.
Okay, I can see that.
Headed to the top.
And Dillinger and his tag partner.
Oh,
are the heels.
measuring the
So I have
Neon
to
Tarantino,
assume-
who's very much not neon tonight, but
Now
maybe
you can
looks
see
like
where all the
Tarantino
questions
vision.
come in and
Oh, look
everything
at
over
that.
there.
Yes, sir.
just
Wes Barkley
double
got
check
the
it.
knee
Yes, sir.
right into the kidneys of Trent Gibson, who was
That was-
unaware,
yes,
couldn't brace
they're all there.
himself for it.
Feel free to ask us
And now
questions
the
in the
production
comment
heads
section.
into the
We are
double
going to
team.
be here
Or
for.
if you just want to get on and talk trash, you can get on and talk trash too. We don't mind that
Collision
either.
between Derek
Sure.
and Wes Barkley.
Sure.
You
Just-
might talk some back.
Just in case there are kids
Here
watching,
comes Decker.
Keep it.
at least
There's a little bit of that
PG-13.
chemistry we know so well.
Right now,
Good luck from
we cannot
It's a
announce.
surprise.
It's a surprise guest, but
And the
he
fraternity
is in
certainly
a
showed
big
the synergy.
portion
Referee
of
Nick
this
Brown has
IWC
lost
24
control.
show.
He's going to come on and talk about what it was like to do the match and everything in the match. So if you want to check it out, just stick around, hang out with us. We're going to watch it, talk about it, and
Eiffel Tower.
he'll be on here shortly.
It's a big guest.
Big guest.
Big guest.
The fraternity many times over the years. But check this out, Decker, the human shield.
Suicide
and
dive,
Gibson, they
taking out
never
both
saw
men.
it coming. Production
Sorry,
were
Decker's
caught
gonna do a
unawares in a
moonsault.
blind
Oh, yeah, me
spot,
too.
and Gibson surprised them, much as they
Now,
had
you
to
told
him
everybody where
3
they can go
moments
and
ago.
also watch this?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And I think
Maybe-
Like I said, I'm
Broncos
pretty
gonna
sure
fly.
the only place right now to check it out is Trailer TV. I could be wrong.
You were right, Joe. The Eiffel
As a
Tower, one of their
podcaster, I should
signature
do a little
maneuvers.
bit of
They
my
also like to
research
utilize
before I
what
got
they
on
call
here.
the
I apologize.
kickstand.
We were
It's
excited
one of
about the guest.
countless
I was too
matches
excited
over
about the
years here
guest.
in IWC.
And honestly,
Gotta
we were
hit
supposed to do
that
this
tonight,
last
gotta believe
week.
it could be over,
Things
but
got in the way,
we're seeing
so I was a
that
little
souped-up
just
version
too
of the
excited to
fraternity
get on
talk
here
about
and
with the
chat with
chemistry
you
still
guys.
there.
The
But
ILW
Gibson and Decker
flexibility, though,
adjusting
is
to one
pretty
another's,
nice.
Yeah, it's something that I pride myself on is
Adjusting to
at least the
their
flexibility.
quirks, and they're making it work. And they're
I heard,
already better than they've
there
ever
was some
been, but
kind of
Wes Barkley
poll
couldn't shut
out.
them down.
For Chicago podcast.
On Twitter right now, there is a poll going up to see who the best podcast in the game is. I am in the ranks alongside guys like Not Sam Wrestling and many others. So if you want to support ILWPOD, show how much you guys love us, go on Twitter, see if you find a poll. Let me see right now while I'm sitting here.
Dillinger, and that leg strength he's got just sends Gibson just hurling down that aisleway. And senton, and
Perfect
there's
higher
no give
power
there. That's a
of
reinforced
the
part of this
ministry
ring. It's
not
Battle of
being
Wood
Vince
underneath.
McMahon.
And
Now, what
Gibson
is it?
absorbed the brunt
So
Okay, hold on. Before we go there, the higher power thing, the higher power, I was about to say something right along those lines. I just heard that we got approved by a higher power on the podcast thing you did
battle his way free
with the
Wes
new
Barkley
merchandise coming out.
yes,
able to unleash
Wait,
Uh,
just wait.
just wait. That's
Okay,
a teaser
let's-
for a T-shirt.
Let's
But
tag
Matthew
by the
says,
production.
let's for a debate question. If you are a fan of 1990s wrestling, I have a debate question. So, guys, I want your 3 takes from
Here it
each of
is.
us.
We're about to see
Perfect higher power of ministry not being Vince McMahon.
so late 90s attitude era was
Absolutely.
perfect.
The angle was the ministry of darkness.
Gibson needs to
Right.
shake
The higher power was controlling
and
them.
rediscover where
Who would have been
Channing
the
Decker
perfect
and his corner
3?
is
You want to go one back and forth?
of the fraternity leaving.
Okay, now could they bring them in from anywhere, like from another organization
How
at the
does
time?
just perfect guy? Who do you think?
Kevin Sullivan.
I'm gonna go with one that was I believe
Channing Decker
thrown out there as
unloading.
possibly Christopher Daniels.
I don't like Daniels. He was young at the time. Kevin Sullivan or James Mitchell, either one would have worked perfect, I think.
What about Jake the Snake Roberts?
That would have been the best one. That right there,
Jake Roberts.
Yeah, Jake Roberts. Matthew,
Especially
what do you
timeout.
think? Who do you think? What's your opinion, Matthew?
The Jake Roberts one just goes back to if we go to Austin tournament, Austin 316.
Yeah.
It was one Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
And then Jake Roberts to come out.
That
there.
would have been great. I
We
would
got
have
one
liked
more
Jake.
piece.
Oh, one more each. I said Kevin Sullivan
You said Kevin Sullivan.
and Father James Mitchell.
And I said Christopher Daniels and Jake Roberts.
Okay, one more higher power. Oh, you got to give me a second to think about this.
Matthew says Raven or Vampiro.
Oh, those are 2 good ones too.
We won't use those, but those are good.
Those are really good. I like those too.
What about Sting?
Oh, I know. Paul Ellering.
Paul Ellering would
Yes,
be good,
Paul
too.
Ellering from Legion of Doom. That's who I would go with for my title.
Sting would have been Swerve.
Yeah, I guess. Sting.
Crow Sting would have been a Swerve.
I like the Vampiro though,
Matthew, you got one more for us?
and Raven.
And Dillinger trying to get involved as well. Pulling on the referee, pulling on the
Good
cameraman.
question.
That was
I
a
like
good
that.
question.
I
I
like
like
that.
that too.
Comment section, step it up. Get with Matthew. He's got the good questions.
And Decker
Yes.
just got decked.
In the ring, though,
Dillinger
just saying,
inserts
IWC
himself in
24,
Wes
the
Barkley's
great
line
action
right now.
going on right
Dillinger's
now.
on his own.
Dillinger
Oh,
has
he's
full
got him
control of Decker.
Or, excuse me, Dillinger slams him down again. Perhaps
Big
going
man,
for the
can Big man
moonsault
fly?
again. He missed it the first time. Can he capitalize here?
Oh, we ain't gonna get to see it.
Gibson from
No.
We'll
behind.
cut him off.
Take a time. Dillinger was ready to lift off.
Oh.
Well, look at the strike from Trent Gibson.
I-
My goodness.
That's incredible.
That's a big
upper
boy to
body
have up on
power
the
to
shoulders.
bounce.
Oh.
Dillinger
That was
down
nice.
the
That was
commentary.
nice. Dropped him
Perfect
to the.
timing.
So in the electric chair, dropped him down for
They've done that
the
before.
springboard kick, kind of.
A fraternity staple. And it could be a setup for the keg stand.
And Wes Barkley's not going to help. He can't see a damn thing.
Oh, Dillinger, he's a big boy. It's a lot of
Sean
lot of mass to
O'Hara
elevate.
gimmick.
As the
And they haven't
devil's
connected on this
advocate.
move in a
That
while.
might have been
Maybe
cool
that
too.
time,
Yeah, Sean O'Hara.
With the fraternity.
I think he could have went a lot further than what he did. He was extremely talented. I thought he was going to be world champion or superstar.
Real quick, Decker and the fraternity did retain the tag titles, but he's asking, Matthew is asking, how would we have booked the devil's advocate character?
Oh, I would have had him going a few with Taker or Kane. I think.
You think so?
I think yeah, and maybe even have Paul Bearer with him. Because he wasn't a very good talker.
The only reason they won was the element
So
of
if you
surprise.
could have
I
had
mean,
somebody like a Paul Bearer,
Him with Bearer or even Paul Ellering, you might
Yeah.
would have been better than putting him with Piper. I don't know if
Yeah.
Piper was the best.
well,
fit for that.
Piper was good, but he just took so much away from him. I think.
Barkley,
They
you
retained the
think that's
titles,
way he
2
realized
shows.
he lost.
I would say
At one
booking
point,
it maybe.
I believe their reign lasted.
Oh,
some
who's
16
this?
months. Wait a minute. That's Keegan Taylor.
Keegan Taylor,
and
who
Johnny
I've had on the
Mahalo
podcast.
Woodbridge.
Shout out to
A young
Keegan.
tag
Jumping
team
the tag team
looking for some
champs.
attention and looking to make a statement here at IWC. We saw them on Team Plumber a month ago. That surprised me. I know it surprised you.
Honestly,
And now
Sean
they're
O'Hara's
taking their shot
Devil's
and
Advocate
picking an
character kind of
opportunity
reminds me
and
a lot
assaulting
of
the
what
tag
Karrion
champion.
Cross is doing right now. But they're doing it right with Cross. So maybe
Yeah.
something like what they're doing with Cross.
Like a
But back then, ruthless aggression version, playing with people's
is
minds.
and they
back
did
then.
so much more back then.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
No.
they could have got away with a little bit
Uh-oh.
more.
Yes, he is.
Oh my God. it's
Dreamer's in the
enemy.
building.
Dreamer, Tommy Dreamer is in the building.
What do you think about Man Bun Tommy Dreamer?
I like Man Bun Tommy Dreamer. I was watching a Busted Open yesterday, a clip off a Busted Open, and it was Dreamer, and he was given this assignment by LaGreca, and he totally screwed the whole assignment up. He tried to go above and beyond, but then he only did half of it. And Dreamer's like, I got busy. So I like Dreamer, man.
And the
Okay.
elbow misfires.
Matthew says, I remember the only plan for WrestleMania
Tommy Dreamer, the
21
cover.
through was 2 ideas. One, Kane and Taker versus Heidenreich and Snitsky. And then Undertaker versus Mordecai for 21. I think Taker versus Mordecai would have been really good.
Yeah.
I liked the Mordecai character. I think they should have did a lot more. with
It
Mordecai.
just kind of fizzled out, though.
It did.
It's laid out.
Heidenreich and Snitsky as a tag team sounds
Wait a minute.
incredible.
Yeah.
They could have did a lot more with Heidenreich.
Well,
And Snitsky, from what I've heard, I've had Chris Masters on the podcast, and
Not
his
too long
Snitsky
ago,
stories
they
are
would
pretty funny.
appreciate
If
this
you haven't
homage.
checked, if you
Yeah.
haven't heard about Snitsky and his adult film store visits, go check out Snitsky
Mahalo's not
on
moving.
the
On-
Chris Masters podcast.
Chris
It was
Masters.
hilarious.
Yes. And we would like to get Snitsky on if he ever wants to come on and talk about his adult bookstore, video store.
The
You know,
fraternity.
Matthew says, fun fact,
Set
Karrion
the
Cross is
table.
doing the devil's advocate-like character in tribute to Sean O'Hara. So that
Oh,
I like
that's
that. I like
awesome.
Tommy
Yes.
Dreamer,
Yes.
will you
I
do
like
us
that.
the honors?
I can't believe Dreamer's out here done got the table, the
he's
kendo
got the
stick
table
out.
out, kendo stick out, taking out the heels, the bad
Old,
guys.
old school. I
Johnny
remember
Mahalo.
seeing Dreamer up at
He's about to
Blizzard
wipe
World,
out.
up in
He fought Abyss in
Fought
the
Abyss
Monsters
in
Ball
the
match.
Monsters Ball. I love going to any independent show with Tommy Dreamer on it. I
Yes.
just think he gives you.
Which, coming up soon,
Tommy
CSW.
Dreamer
Tommy Dreamer's going
Yep.
to be
may
there. I
not be a
don't know if
tag
it's his
team
next show or the
championship
one
partner
after
with
it.
Channing
I
Decker anymore.
watch so much wrestling and
But
consume so much
that
wrestling. It's hard to remember all these
big
things.
bond,
But
those
it's
two
either
men
April or May.
share
I've been,
over their
you know, and I was
Hero
watching,
idol
but I was always
Terry
watching
Funk,
limited
over their
amounts.
love
Like
of
I can
all
only
things
take in so
extreme,
much, and I've been
and over
watching
the
a lot
wars they
more
fought together
via
for the
YouTube, via
IWC
clips,
tag team
just to
titles.
try to
That
keep up
bond
with.
will no doubt
There's a lot of
exist with
professional
There's a
wrestling.
lot of, but that's a good
It's
thing.
good. I can't
What a
complain.
moment
I like the
Now,
professional,
Tommy
all the
Dreamer
professional
here
wrestling.
at
Love
Court
it.
Time, here in Elizabeth.
Dreamer making
help
the
us
same. It's always
celebrate
fun to see Tommy.
24
Dreamer. He's
years
not in
Always.
bad shape.
of IWC.
He's getting a little bit of weight, but he's not in bad shape.
He's not in bad
He
shape.
can still go.
How are you?
You know, you got to think.
No, it's not 24 hours. If I didn't have to work, I'd love to stay on here with you guys for 24 hours. But the name of the IWC show is 24. I see how that could be misleading.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Long ass time.
Yeah.
This company and the men and women in the back mean a lot to me. I was here when Justin Plummer took over on his first show 11 years ago. You
Okay.
can boo him, but this business is about this company and about each and every one of you. And as I always tell you,
Dreamer
best part
cutting
about
the
professional
generic
wrestling
babyface
is
promo. It's always good though.
Yeah, but I like the way he cut that fan off. The fan tried to heckle him. He cut it off. He said, "You can boo if you want."
Thank you so much.
And then he still gets a giant pop.
Have I
Tommy
interviewed
Dreamer,
Justin
a man
Plummer
who's
on the
been in
pod?
and out
No,
of
but I've
IWC
sent out the
practically
invite. I'd
day
love to have
one.
Plummer on here. Not because we
Celebrated with
share
the
first
fraternity.
names, but
Still the
because
IWC
of
tag
how he's
team
an integral
champions.
part into
The longest
IWC.
reigning
And
tag
I've had
team
some of the top
champions
guys
in our
from
24-year
IWC on
history.
here.
Elijah
Right.
Dean.
Elijah
remains
Dean,
What
Jamie
new
Jamison,
history will the fraternity
Xander was on
Xander
here.
Gabriel,
again.
just to name a few. And like
in
Justin Plummer would be somebody I'd definitely
We're
be
just
interested in
getting
getting on
started.
here.
Here tonight at IWC 24
You know, as
and throughout the night.
the
And
guy
not
who's
only
kind of running
will
the
we see
ship,
so much great action
I'd love
here
to
live
pick
at
the
Marcus
brain
Court
and see what he's
Time,
got
but we'll also be
coming for
remembering
us, what he's
so many
done,
great
things like
moments
that. It'd be
featuring
interesting.
IWC
Definitely,
stars past.
I don't want to use the word dream guest, but
one
he's
of
definitely on the
It's
list
coming in
of
just
guys
a
I'd like
heartbeat
to have on
away,
here.
but
Oh,
great to see Tommy.
you
and
got
the
some pretty
fraternity
good guests
here to
coming
kick
up,
off
though.
Well, this week,
IWC.
while we're plugging, I got 3 guests from CSW and 1 from, technically it's 2 from Exodus Pro Wrestling. Monday, I got Jason Hades, the
Ooh.
man behind the scenes at CSW, also great independent talent. Tuesday, Alienated Youth from Exodus Pro Wrestling and IWR. Great young kid. They're about to, I see him blowing up for
Yeah.
sure. And then Steve Arendt is the commentator for CSW and plenty of other pro wrestling companies in this area. That was a great show, great podcast. Can't wait for that one to come out. And then Friday, got a little bonus episode with Mr. Marche Rocket, CSW.
The
champion.
CSW champion. Oh, they're doing a little flashback here with the Hardy Boys with the old school Raw tag team titles, it looks like.
Yep.
Showing some history.
Matthew, I love the suggestions. I'll definitely check out Norm Connors and Bubba the Bulldog and see if I can get them one. That's something else in the comment section, guys. If you want to throw
Yeah,
out
people, the
some dream guests, somebody you'd like me to talk to while we're on here, I will write them down and I will send out feelers as soon as I get off the podcast. So if you guys got any more names, throw them out. I always love suggestions. I'll never say no to sending something out and seeing if I can make it work. The Hardys,
that's a pretty packed house there.
well, the Hardys, you got to think, as they're in WWE at this time with the tag titles, it's cool to see them
On the Indies.
on the Indies. Which, at this time, you got to think Vince is there. So getting permission to do that was,
A lot harder than it is now.
yes. Nowadays, they're all over the Indies.
Hey, that's a great idea right there.
I've thought about doing that. The only restraint with the Q&A version of doing is the live aspect of the podcast with my normal work schedule and things like
Yeah,
that.
the
It's a little
schedule.
difficult. But it's something I've thought about. I've thrown out there. It's an idea. It's definitely something that I haven't nixed completely, but it's something that we could see happening.
We're only like 5 months in, 4 months in.
Technically 3.
Technically 3 months in. So we've only been at this for 3 months. He does all the podcast. I just do the live stream with him, but we're working on stuff.
We got a lot of things in the works, so that's the fun part about this is just watching it grow. But
We
live Q&A
appreciate
is
all y'all.
something that I love to do. It's
And we
definitely-
appreciate y'all's support.
Elijah Dean.
There's Elijah Dean with that big cowbell and that rope.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for that too. That bull rope match, I'm really excited.
16-year feud. Well, friendship turned to feud. Exciting stuff.
And I noticed they did a lot of the like the extra stuff, the
build
setup,
up,
the
the
build
promos.
up, the promos, everything on Facebook. And I'm friends with these guys on Facebook, so I've got to watch it all and catch it all and see it all. It's kind of cool.
And they went all out.
Yeah.
Attacking each other at their house.
Yeah.
Elijah Dean put the bag over his head like we saw, Moxley do to Daniel Bryan. I think it made more sense at his house.
Yeah, I
It made it
did.
feel more real.
Yeah.
I like that.
We would do anything for that.
Jimmy was working on a truck or something, wasn't he? Out there working
It was
on
in his
his
garage.
garage,
His
yeah.
Yep. Attacking a man at home is different.
different.
Golden ticket for a chance at any title.
And for the reset button, which is like kind of like Money in the Bank, it works in a similar way.
Elijah's always posting a bunch of workout tips, stuff like that. So if you're not friends with him and you want to be into fitness, check it out.
Elijah Dean.
Elijah Dean on Facebook or Instagram. I know I've picked up some myself. I've been going to the gym trying to get in shape, and I picked up some myself from him. So
But you don't get a physique like his not taking it seriously. He
Yeah.
definitely takes it
he
seriously.
takes it real
And
serious.
I've seen some of the transformations he's able to do for people, and he's helped people excel in that area, in nutrition, diet.
Yeah, I
working
can
out.
see it. He
So-
takes it real serious.
One man walks out with the reset button, but they will have to go through hell to get the job done.
Oh, I like that. That's later though, right?
Yep, we got Cannon Christopher versus Zach Nystrom.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest.
Nystrom was really good in the reset button match, so this one could be exciting too.
This could be really exciting
That's
also.
huge. RC Dupree in the corner of Elijah Dean to
Just to
offset
throw out,
Xander Gabriel.
we
The Hardy
are
Outlaws
26
in
minutes and 30
Danny's corner.
seconds
That's tonight's full rope
into
match, personal
the
as
video,
hell.
so just a little time cue, letting you guys know where we're at. Zach Nystrom's big, dude. He's a big boy, and he can
Yeah.
move. He can move for a big man.
Weighing in at 244
Somebody I'd like to work out the fine details to get on the podcast.
Well, Big Fundamental is somebody who has been touted as a major star on the rise since he started professional wrestling here in IWC some years ago. And let's be fair about this. Zach Nystrom's gotten a lot of great advice over the years, and he's gotten a lot of, well, not so great advice from leeches, from manipulators,
Sometimes I
from
think it's really
selfish
cool.
individuals looking
Yeah.
to ride
Is
Zach
most
Nystrom's coattail. Zach
Independent
knows what
wrestling
that
companies.
looks like. And
The,
well,
the,
Zach
the
tried to give
lighting
some
is in
friendly
the
advice
crowd.
to
They're out.
Yeah.
They
coming
literally
up
hang
behind
the thing
and
above the
I don't
ring.
think it was
It's
Like an
just-
old school
Above the ring.
NWA.
Yes. Well, that's the vibe I get. It's like we're watching NWA 605,
Yeah, kind of.
but modern. It's a modern.
And his opponent being accompanied to the ring
Bill
by the
Collier.
IWC World Heavyweight Champion, big time Bill Collier,
What is this?
and 50% owner of IWC Wrestling, Justin Plummer, from Pittsburgh,
Oh, there's Justin
Pennsylvania.
Plummer.
Justin
Weighing
Plummer and
in
Bill Collier.
at 250 pounds, the natural Kanan Christopher.
There's Kane and Christopher's injured.
Kane and
It looks
Christopher
like
obviously not dressed
out
to
here on
compete.
crutches.
Obviously
not gonna
on
be able to
crutches.
compete.
I had not received word of any type of an injury this man had
I'm
suffered.
curious on who
I
Nystrom's
do know there was some fairly
face in.
Harsh words
responses.
exchanged between Christopher and Nystrom on social media. Nystrom told Christopher, "You don't need Justin Plummer. You don't need to be doing the boss's dirty work. You can thrive on your own." And he's not even coming to the ring on his own.
We were all in this
I do know later on the show we're going to get to see Sam Holloway versus
But as you
Jack
can
Cartwheel.
see, one
Oh,
man
that'd be good.
walked
2
back.
WWID talent.
He can't perform tonight. So sorry, head to the back. You get the night off. Let's go. Hey, Plumber. You know, I do see the watch.
Do you remember when he was in
I'm a little
TNA Plumber?
surprised he didn't hurt his wrist hanging out with
No.
you. But
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was at Mortimer Plumtree.
you'll figure it out when you get
Really?
older. But,
I think. I'm
I
not
see a
positive,
guy
but I'm
standing
pretty
in the
sure
corner
from
that,
seeing him, he looks like
maybe he
he
wants to fight.
had the dicks. Remember that was the TV man?
Collier,
The
that
original
IWC title.
TV.
Collier,
Yeah,
Duke
it was
Davis.
actually
You know what?
dressed
Maybe
like
Big
giant
Bill does
dicks.
need a little warm-up match tonight. So I think
Mortimer.
maybe we'll do that.
Let me see
But
if
before
we
we
can
do, I
find.
got one more important piece of information for you, and that's that everything I've said so far tonight has been a complete lie.
Yeah.
Well, that's so surprised. But wait a minute. Taylor Christopher's not hurt.
Plumtree.
Christopher with that crutch straight to the back of Zach Nystrom. And certainly we think back to Civil War. Team Jock victorious over
I'm
Team
doing a
Plummer.
fact check real quick.
Show everyone in the back
Nystrom and
what
Kanan
we're all about.
on those
Come
teams. And that bad blood
Oh.
is still alive as Kanan with a heavy boot
He wasn't
right between
injured.
the eyes of
Duke
Zach
Davis,
Nystrom.
I know you're watching back there tonight.
Yeah, it's him.
And in tonight's main event, just like Andrew Palace, just like Gannon Jones Jr., and just like Zach Nystrom, we're going to send you packing to the emergency room. And
my
big-time Bill Collier
Google's not
is
working
gonna be
right now.
announced
Oh.
still your
Yeah.
They attack Nystrom.
IWC heavyweight champion.
Bill Collier's done it for
Boo.
over 2 years now. No one has been able to stop him. No one's been able to stall him. And with the corporate bureaucracy of Justin Plummer pulling the
You know,
string,
Bill really reminds me
and these
of
yes men like Hayden Christopher,
American Badass.
Bill Collier, and
Yeah.
the support system around him may continue
He's
to
got that
dominate
kind of vibe
for
going
a
on.
long
He does.
time to come. But there's an
That's a
angry
big boy
veteran
right
human
there.
named Duke Davis.
Yeah.
Looking
Oh,
for
there's Duke.
retribution. Still to
Duke
come
versus Bill,
later tonight.
main event.
Yeah. Duke Davis versus Bill Collier.
Duke's a huge individual.
Yes, he is.
Massive.
You know
man.
what? I didn't realize it until standing beside him.
Yes.
And when you stand beside him, you're like, man, like he's even deceptive from the audience watching him in the ring. But when you're right up
Right
next to him, you're like, damn.
There's two of me for sure.
Yeah.
Zach Nystrom.
This
He's
is a
two
bunch
of
of
me.
absolute freaking you know
He's a
what?
big
Since
guy.
I'm
He's probably three of me.
50% owner of IWC, we're not going to stand for this. We got a huge show, Wrestling at the Ballpark, May 17th. This match, that's right, 100% official right now. Zach Nystrom, Caden Christopher in a ball
Started
park
yawning.
brawl.
That's a hell of a match. Nystrom will get
Oh.
a shot at Christopher.
Nystrom, Christopher,
One-on-one.
Thank you. Enjoy the
and
show.
No back
Okay.
jumping,
Ballpark
but we're back
brawl,
at the
'cause they're
ballpark in Washington,
wrestling at the
Pennsylvania.
ballpark.
Oh, that might be good. May 17th.
May 17th, Saturday, May
Okay.
17th at Wild Things Park in Washington. It will be wrestling at the ballpark. And we just have a ballpark brawl
I've seen some of them
already on the
shows,
card. Tickets are
like
on
from doing
sale
research for some of
right
these guys
now.
and
You can
girls,
scan
and
that QR
pretty
code,
big shows.
follow
Pretty
IWC on
big
social
crowd.
media,
Pretty big
over
crowd.
IWC
Well, I mean, you know, you got to think it's probably a minor league ballpark.
to be a part of wrestling at the
Yeah.
ballpark
I had
on Saturday,
Lexus
May
Sin on.
17th.
The one or two matches I watched of her, one was from there,
Ladies and gentlemen, the
and
following
she
contest is scheduled for one
it was
fall
impressive.
with a 20-minute time limit.
Gannon Jones Jr., somebody else we met at Exodus, Duke
Yes.
Davis's partner, also deceptively large human being.
Yeah.
Versus it's Gale, WWID. He's been making quite the waves on Evolve too.
Who?
Gale.
Gale?
Yeah.
Introducing first from Mount
Gal.
Olympus. He is in perfectly mint condition. He is the real life action figure. WWE IT Prospect. It's Gone.
Did you hear Did you hear that
Well,
with the
Dominic, you heard
WWID
Dave Gibbs on the
championships,
ring
if you win
intro.
it and you're not already a
WWE
prospect, you
ID
automatically get a WWID
We've
contract?
seen a lot of these
No, I
talented
didn't.
individuals come
Yeah.
through IWC since the announcement.
That makes that
of the
interesting.
WWE
It makes it
Yeah.
real
program.
interesting.
Look, IWC is a hotbed for WID prospects and pro wrestling prospects. And its Gall has made quite
Well,
a
and
name
then,
for himself on WWE Evolve as of late, too.
Two of the
So that
go ahead.
the IWC, right?
Mhm.
They're tied in with the IV system pretty strong, huh?
There has been multiple talent from IWC that have been made prospects. I don't know how that works necessarily because I know like Booker T's school, Cody's school, and Seth's schools have been named like ID schools. But I think those are the only ones that are officially like WID schools. But
They are IDing a lot of talent from other independent wrestling places.
Yeah. well, like they shout them out, like, "Hey, we found Sam Holloway from IWC," or "Hey, we found Jack Carwell from Game Changer Wrestling."
Oh, question. Tomorrow night on the live stream, can we do the live question and answers just like
You know, we do it every live.
except for the podcast with the guests, it'll be hard.
He's got good monsters.
I'd have to have them live.
I understand.
We'll see
Have
what
to have
happens
them
when the bell
live on
rings.
here. That's how you were like whenever I did the live stream with Matt from the Throwdown. Shout out to
And
Matt.
his opponent is
Um,
from the
we
city
were
of
we were able to
Sheffield.
talk to you.
The whole time, yes.
At 265 pounds, this man is the All-Star, Jaden Jones Jr.
Yeah, he's the all-star, all right. But if you tuned in to IWC Civil War last month, you should know that this man should also be the IWC World Heavyweight Champion. Dominic, he had the match won 3 damn times.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't go
So
that
Deanna
far.
Jones
Dave.
was
I would not go that
Almost
far.
won the
But
title for
Almost
Bill
won the
last
title.
month
get quite the brutal
at Civil
attack,
War.
courtesy
You know,
of
he
It
is a
was
character.
ridiculous.
Too.
It was
Meeting him
Yeah.
in person,
uncalled for.
character, good guy.
The match
Definitely
was
both
stopped
him,
by the
Gannon,
referee.
and
Gannon
Duke
Jones Jr. could not
Man.
gave me a hard
and
time.
Bill Colton
enjoyed
did
it.
not let up. It
I'm
was
sure
a
everybody
repeated
around
shot.
enjoyed it.
Everybody but you won.
Everybody but me. You have the two massive human beings making fun of you.
I thought it was
Picking on
great.
you.
I thought it was great. They was riveting.
They were getting Alex and Alex
Cole gonna
too.
wrestle with
Yeah,
that
they
medal
was
on?
messing with Dallas and Alex too.
Gonna wrestle with his sunglasses too.
He's gonna make Mattel so much money. $1 million, over $1 million.
Over $1 million. Huh?
Over 1 million figures. I'm predicting it right now.
Well, he says when you're
Who you got for this one?
there's no competition.
Oh,
Real life
But
action.
I'm gonna say the
you want some
WWE ID
competition
guy.
in IWC.
It's Gale.
Yep.
Golf.
Gannon Jones
Golf.
Jr.
I'm gonna go Gannon.
I
You're
think
gonna
that's
go
Mike
Gannon?
Buffalo
I'd like
more
to
than
see
you can
Gannon
do
win.
in your
I just don't know if
IWC
they-
debut. Whether you're signed to the WWE ID
Well, Gannon
program or
Jones
not, I
Jr.
don't care.
That's
This
my
is
pick.
Gannon Jones Jr., one of the top stars in that locker room that Gall called a bunch of dummies.
I'm intrigued to see if Gannon has what it takes right now. Because after that beatdown, I'm a little concerned for his well-being overall. Physically and mentally.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, look at this. Sign of see, he respects the locker room. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Okay, I'm going for the handshake.
Well, I think Gannon might have heard what he said.
Gannon's smart. He ain't gonna go for it.
Oh, he went for it.
He
Come
went for
on.
it. Got made to look silly.
Oh, he slapped
Called him
him.
a dummy
Slapped
again.
it.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Gannon scoops him up.
This guy looks a lot better than his
I would like to also
Brain
point
with that on,
everybody
what do
on
you
this
think?
show looks like a
that
star.
was
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, no, they all look like they belong
on TV.
On TV.
You can put any of these
Everyone.
guys on NXT, Raw, SmackDown
No,
tomorrow,
AEW.
and it makes sense. It makes sense.
Gannon Jones Jr.
Definitely.
wants to prove himself to the fans,
TNA.
not only in IWC and live here at Marks' Court Time in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, but all the fans watching on social media, all the fans watching live
Connie?
on pay-per-view. Gannon Jones Jr., hey, he says, it's go. You're signed to the
Nice follow,
ID
Slim.
program. Let's see if you can match up with IWC's All-Star. And right now, he's not doing a very good job, is he, Dominic?
Hell of a
But while we're talking about the IWC, I recently had Izzy Moreno on. She,
That's Gannon's
I
water
believe, at the
bottle.
next show is going to be taking on Mila Moore,
Oh, he needs a
the
timeout.
women's champion for the
He wants
women's
a
title.
timeout.
So that'll be fun.
Oh,
So make sure to go check out the podcast with Izzy. it's cool to see. She
Hard
she was
shot from
the
Cannon
Bailey
Jones Jr.
super fan
Looks like
back
Yeah,
in
it's
the
the
day.
Bailey super fan, and now she is doing it herself.
And she's doing a darn good job. She's been fighting girls like Missy Kate and Thunder Rosa, Leva Bates, who used to be on AEW as well. There's several names. And then she's going to be wrestling WrestleMania weekend, WrestleMania week. So keep an eye on her. She's doing her thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nick, you're a big action figure guy, right?
Absolutely.
Gannon getting taken it to
Love to have it
in the corner.
I'll tell you what, I'd love to have a Gannon
Gail's
Jones
got the
figure,
upper hand.
a Duke Davis figure to go right next to it.
You take up the whole shelf.
You might be right looking from it for
It's
here.
goal.
Well,
Gannon Jones
I
Jr.
don't
off
know.
the ropes and a hard elbow right to the butt of the jaw.
Could be, could not be.
Elbow
I don't
hurts
know
right now.
And
how.
look at this.
Do you
I don't
think
think this
that
guy
the
did much
WWE
case
ID
study.
gives them
Did he
favor
really
when it
think he was
comes to
going to
getting
get a
booked?
victory over Gannon Jones Jr. with a
I'm pretty sure it
disrespectful
probably
pinfall cover
would.
like
You
that?
think so?
He put his foot
Yeah,
on
I'm
his
pretty
chest.
sure.
How
To get
disrespectful
the,
is
you
that?
know what I
I'm
mean?
sure he saw the
So, like, get
aftermath of
it-
Civil War. Knows that
get
Gannon
it
is
pushed,
not at the
maybe?
top of his game right
Yeah.
now. Whoa,
Man,
look at that strength.
that
That is
was impressive.
mid-condition strength.
It's
Would you
definitely-
say that's fair?
I'm not going to lie, it's
Well,
goals
that's fair.
impressive, but
Yeah.
wasting a lot of time
Well, I mean, the whole point
He's
of
making a
WWE ID is to get reps in,
showboating
right?
at the expense of
To
Gannon
the
Kinda
Jones
sort of,
wrestlers,
yeah.
and to keep
24
them.
points.
Well, it seems like the point of the ID, I guess, is to just say, hey,
Next catchphrase.
That's nerd talk.
we have our eyes
For
on
all
you.
you
So
nerds
We have an
out there,
option.
we have
I
higher
know you're
expectations on you, and we're watching you than maybe others.
Gannon Jones Jr. might be out of
I
breath
just don't
here.
know if that gives them, I don't want to say favoritism, but in a way, favoritism.
Maybe nepotism.
I don't
Gannon
know
Jones
what
Jr.
that word means. To be
Sent
honest.
call into the ropes,
I don't
but
know what
no, he reversed
nepotism
it. And a
necessarily
hard
means.
Heck of a player.
discus
Maybe you're right.
clothesline. My
Maybe it is
goodness.
favoritism.
Well, if they're getting pushed to
Nepotism
win,
Not a fan
nepotism
of
might be about family.
The way he addressed our
'cause you hired a
IWC
fan.
locker room the first time he's
I
ever
don't
been
know.
here, I didn't think that was very respectful, but
still real easy
he
to
has
just call
been
that
impressive thus
favoritism as
far in
well.
this
Yeah,
match.
it's favoritism. But I think it's well deserved.
I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously WWE doesn't have.
Aren't you
It's
a
not
fan
Well,
like-
of the
and
IWC
if
locker
the
room?
WWE sees something in them, chances are the indie promoters already see something in
Something.
them.
That makes
Yes.
me-
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like I'm pretty sure like WWE standards aren't low.
You're in gray,
So,
gray zone. I
Putting an
like
ID on them
Well,
just,
I'll tell you
I
what, I
mean, it
dressed in
lets
the
you know,
IWC
hey,
locker room
WWE's
with the
looking
rest
at
of
you,
the guys.
and these are
Unlike
people
Anthony
that probably
Katina, who, if you tuned
are
in
gonna
to our
make it
Facebook
somewhere.
free-for-all, Anthony Katina
Ooh.
was forced by Justin Plummer
Gannon can
to
move.
leave
Yes,
the
he can for a
IWC
big man.
locker
He
room
moves.
and change in the
And I
public
like this
bathroom with
chain
the fans
clothesline.
as they were waiting for doors to open.
Arm
here.
drag
Arm
tight.
drag.
John Sampson, I have on
Hold
report
on,
that
roll
John Sampson
through.
clogged that
Ooh,
toilet.
Uh-oh.
we seen that
Gannon Jones
firsthand
Jr.
though
I'm
at
gonna
the
ignore what you
Exodus
said
show.
there, because
Nice
that was a
maneuver.
beautiful
You know,
springboard
it's cool
moonsault,
because
but
somebody
only a
like
2 count,
that-
says
that's a-
referee Nick
the-
Brown.
Fireman's carry roll into the moonsault is something that's firmly in somebody like King Omega's
Good reason.
Right.
moveset. Who's that size? Did you see somebody like
If you're
Gannon do
watching
it?
live on Triller
who's,
TV
you know,
or the IWC network or a
6'3",
future DVD release, however
4
you may be
plus,
watching this,
Hitting
it doesn't
that
do Gannon
is
Jones
impressive.
Jr.'s size justice. That's
Oh.
a 6'5", 260
6'5".
pound man
6'5",
springboarding and backflipping into the moonsault and
265.
landing precisely
It's
on
huge
its
human
goal.
being.
Look, I'm a couple years short of a growth spurt, but Gannon Jones is
Goes
a very
on.
big man, even to anybody in the locker room.
Absolutely. And look at the athleticism.
He just moves.
Gannon Jones Jr. over the last year
Uh
has
oh.
moved up the ranks more than
Oh.
Something I've
anybody.
noticed is
the
like
IWC
for a big
locker
man,
room.
a lot of big men today will
Slamming
bump a
ass.
lot. For a smaller, he's
No.
not.
No, he's not doing
You got to
it.
work to take him down, but he also moves.
I like that though.
Man, what a great match. This is such a great thing for the 24th anniversary, Nick.
Absolutely,
loving it.
Dominic.
I'm loving
Fans are ready here to celebrate. I mentioned to Joe Dabrowski earlier. They were bringing in the high risers throughout the course of the first match. These people didn't stop filing in.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to talk to
So
Joe.
they got a packed house.
I'd rather
Packed
talk
house.
to Joe than you, my friend.
Hey, I'll disregard that.
Right forearms back and forth.
This is turning into a slugfest.
I'd expect Gannon to get the upper hand on this. You just got to think out the power
Game
edge.
of can you top
Nope.
this? Oh my!
Heck of a German suit.
Gannon
German
with the German
suplex
suplex.
from-
Great super German
Big Red.
suplex.
The man who's in mint condition. But how many nicknames does this guy
Real life
have?
action figure.
Yeah.
Yes. We can come up with some more.
Oh yeah. Why don't you work on that? Why don't you go backstage and make a list, and I'll finish this
You're the
match by
collector.
myself.
Why don't you come up with some names?
Oh,
Right hands are stiff.
Gannon Jones
Really
Jr.
still.
going to the top rope here. Still so much more to
I'm
come
gonna
here.
give a time read
The
where we're at.
24th anniversary of IWC
We are
Wrestling.
at 43:40
We
as
talked
far as
about
time
the
goes.
strength
You guys
of its goal.
make
This
sure
time it
we're
was
all at the
countered
same
by
place.
the All-Star.
Sunset
Stacks
for
them up.
power bomb. Hi, Gannon.
Didn't get all the power bombs, so but putting the leverage on there, he's trying to
Picking
get
him
some-
right back up for
Oh,
another power
my.
bomb.
Oh.
Sit out
And
power
this
bomb.
time
That was nice.
into the sit-out power bomb. That has to be it. No.
Tell you what, Gall has some gall.
Gall does have some gall.
Gall has
You're-
some
well,
gall.
you're
That was
right.
a good.
Who's going to win this match, Dominic? This has been back and forth,
Uh-oh.
a seesaw-like atmosphere since the bell has rung here.
At some point, this endurance might have to wear out on Gannon.
Gall's a
Jones.
big
He's
guy
great
to be
Tommy
doing,
Gunn.
you know, the
I don't think
springboard
he fully
kicks and
recovered,
stuff too.
honestly, I don't.
Definitely
Jones has
impressive.
spent
Yeah, both of
a
them are
long portion
impressive.
of this match trying to gain his breath back.
Oh, he was going for like a pop-up
Executing
power
maneuvers
bomb.
like
Powerbomb.
that, even though it may be
Going for a
reversal, takes so
backslide.
much so much air out
Oh.
of Gannon
Oh,
Jones Jr.
over the
Easy
top.
for me to say.
That was
Gannon
nasty.
Double
Jones
underhook
connected.
DDT.
That's
He
it.
spiked him. That could be it. Come on.
Good
That's
job.
it. I
Nice.
was wrong.
That
You
was
was
nice.
right. Damn.
Gannon Jones Jr.
Shout out to Gannon Jones Jr.
Jones Jr.
A DDT
Gannon
was.
Jones
That was
Jr.
vicious. That was
not
nice.
only
I
That's
put it up
nasty.
there with like Drew
IWC
McIntyre's
Heavyweight
future shot.
Champion right
Yeah,
now.
That was good.
nasty.
That was good
With
stuff.
a huge victory over a WWE ID contract.
That was kind of cool there. I
Do
enjoyed
you
that.
know what that means for that young man right there, Gannon Jones Jr.? Keep climbing the mountain, my friend.
Is he going to be the next to
I tell
be
you what,
ID'd?
It's a WID
I'd love to see
program
it.
talent
Yeah,
right there.
I'd love
On
to see
top
it
of that,
too.
That's a very definitive win for Gannon Jones. He needed that in his repertoire coming after.
And you know what that shows me, Dominic? And that shows everybody watching live. That IWC locker room can hang. And that IWC locker room could be part of the WWE ID program. Any one of them back there, they
Well,
can
I
hang.
like
Let's
it.
get Jock Sampson out first, and then we'll start talking a little bit more business on that.
Still, so much more to come
Great
tonight.
match.
The high stakes
Wonder what's
championship
next.
on the line, the women's championship on the line, the Super Indie title on the line, a bull rope match, and of course, the World Heavyweight Championship. Still
So
more
they
to
got-
come.
they got about 5
IWC
matches, huh?
24.
At least 5 more matches. Each title still left to be on the line.
Oh, there he is.
Big Duke Davis.
Title reign, the historic title reign was
He
never
towers
more
over
in
the con-
jeopardy
the
than when he
match.
faced this man
Yeah.
back in December at the Pittsburgh Classic. And Duke Davis, that match ended in controversy, but here tonight, in one of the
Shout out
biggest
Duke Davis.
rematches in IWC history, you have a chance once again to end Bill Collier's historic title reign. What's going through your mind?
Dave, that's a great question. I'm no fool.
Reminds me of
I know
Booker T.
that these opportunities
Yeah.
don't come around
A
often.
little bit.
I know more than anyone out there that in life things don't go as planned. But tonight, I'm willing to fight like hell. I'm willing to go through.
Do you think he walks away with the title tonight?
I'm
I'm not gonna answer that because I know how to sing.
Oh. No spoilers.
No spoilers. I can't answer that question because I know how it ends.
Bill Collier's reign and go home the heavy
I can tell you it's a good match,
champion.
and I'm excited for it. Because I have not seen the whole match, but it is something I'm very excited for.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it either.
It's the only thing about not watching these
Somewhat
live.
of an
Stay away from
understatement to
spoilers
say
is almost
Duke Davis
impossible.
is ready here tonight. It does not get any bigger for the IWC World Heavyweight Championship. Davis Collier in the main event here tonight.
Well, with that said, tomorrow we're doing our Raw live stream a little different. We're doing it live.
Yeah,
As
we're
Raw's
doing it live.
taking place,
As Raw is taking place, we're going to watch it and do the live stream right there.
live reaction. You get to see what we think as it happens.
Yeah, live reaction video to one. Oh, look, there's an old video. Super Indie Tournament, CM Punk.
The first Super Indie tournament.
The
CM
first.
Punk.
And we kick off the tournament with a handshake.
Chris Hero.
Chris Hero.
And CM Punk. This is the first time a tournament like this is taking place in the Pittsburgh area. Talent, like I mentioned, from
Old school there. That's Chris Hero
is
Young.
really going to have a huge bright spot on his resume.
It really is, because he was chunky there, and he loses all that weight, and then he gets chunky again. But Chris Hero's a man that it doesn't matter; he moves regardless.
Yeah, I remember the first time we seen him when he was
Pepsi
young.
Punch.
Oh,
That was tough. Yeah.
he was skinny. He was real young, real skinny.
It had to be
Real
around
lean.
here.
I don't want to say skinny.
Skinny,
Lean.
lean. Yes.
Lean.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to
the
stop
following
waiting in the restaurant.
contest
Okay.
is scheduled for one.
Oh, there's a Marcus D'Angelo.
Yep.
He's the podcaster.
Yes, sir.
Match for the IWC High Stakes Championship.
Felix Cos, Marcus D'Angelo, Victor Benjamin for the High Stakes Championship.
Super Indy #1. The
While
very
he's
first
gone, we'll
match
go ahead
in
and just
Super
plug
Indy
the social
history.
medias again. Go ahead and
Undefeated
check us
hero.
out,
Shout out to
ILWPOD,
Jeff
on
Gorman
Instagram,
commentary.
Twitter,
Super Indy 24
TikTok,
coming your way
all that good
later
stuff.
this
Introducing the challenger.
Spotify, I Love Wrestling Podcast.
From
Go check out our merchandise on Pro Wrestling Tees by searching ILWPOD or I Love Wrestling Podcast. You can catch any of our merch on Pro Wrestling Tees.
I noticed that
And then
the
also,
clap from
you know,
across
if
the
you want
table
to
here.
try some W
Someone
Energy,
who
that's
suspiciously is also
DUBBY
D'Angelo
Energy.
by my side now.
Use the promo
Dom,
code
what is it about Marcus D'Angelo
ILWPOD,
that's
save
impressed
10% at checkout.
Tenacity, confidence, and the ability to knock people
Got
out.
Marcus
Done it with
D'Angelo
Victor Benjamin.
coming
Done
out
it
to the
with
ring
Felix
right now.
Cos.
We are at
He's done it
50
to Sam
minutes
Haneyman.
and
He might do it to you
18
too, Joe. I hope
seconds.
he does.
I hope not. I'm not involved in this at all. But we know he was responsible for eliminating Felix Cos in that Civil War matchup a month ago.
That's right.
Could we
And
see
when you pin a champion in IWC,
Marcus
that's big
win the
business.
championship?
Well-earned title shot here, Joe.
That's the question.
Man, I love my brother.
Next, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Victor Benjamin.
weighing at 225 pounds.
Somebody I don't know if I'd play with. It's a big man. It's a big, big man.
Benjamin, SGVP.
Thank you, kids, for all those letters. The denouement to this story with Marcus D'Angelo, after he eliminated Felix Cos, he was kind of choked the hell out, courtesy of the South gentleman, Victor Benjamin.
Now, Joe, that was an illegal chokehold. I confirmed it with the commission everywhere. Jock Sampson was not in this meeting, thankfully. But yes, that was an illegal chokehold. Marcus rightfully earned this. And Savage Gentleman, he's a bit of a pseudo D'Angelo, if you will. He's a wannabe.
A wannabe D'Angelo?
Did I miss anything?
A wannabe. And he's a wannabe
Marcus
knockout
D'Angelo's out
artist,
to the ring.
I would
Victor
suggest that the
Benjamin
Savage Gentleman has a
also out
lot
to the
more
ring,
qualities
waiting on
that would be
Felix Knox.
envious than the
Come out to the
D'Angelo's.
ring,
No
get
offense
this
to
triple
your
threat
genetic
rolling.
bloodline.
Oh,
sir.
we got family everywhere, Joe. Everywhere.
Feels
Well
like it.
represented.
Feels like it.
D'Angelo's podcast is pretty good.
Yeah,
checking
I've
it
checked
out.
out some of it.
Champion from Polka Castle, Pennsylvania.
And he's the super
weighing
indie?
in at 220
Felix Knox is the super.
pounds.
No, he's the high stakes champ.
High stakes.
High stakes champ.
Oh.
Felix Cos.
Felix Cos has
Cos.
made the high stakes championship even.
What the blue hell is this?
What did he
Oh,
do? He
what's
colored
going on
me?
here?
Is this how we're picking the stipulation?
My ears are bleeding.
Oh, chairs.
What the musical chairs? What?
Musical
Is the stipulation
chairs.
supposed to
Polka
applaud
musical
now?
chairs.
No.
I like it.
Not
They're
only
Of the High Stakes Championship, we are going to have polka musical chairs at Felix.
This is garbage, Joe.
So
It's competition.
the winner of the polka musical chairs, whoever that is, will get a one-on-one high stakes championship match.
Look at my brother's face. He's disgusted.
Do I have to?
Before we get
Yes,
started.
you do.
Yeah.
No,
We got
no.
time to polka, but I have one issue. High stakes polka is supposed to be a non-stop party, okay? And now, Marcus D'Angelo, I'm gonna have to explain this to you because you and your creepy little brother have never been invited to a party.
What? I'm his older brother.
Parties need more people. So anybody in the back, let's raise the stakes. You got 10 seconds to get your t-shirts out here.
So Felix Kaz is
Opens it
having
to
an
the members
open
of the
invite
back.
to anyone who wants
Oh.
to try to earn a high stakes title
See who
match.
wants to
Yo, you
earn
have
a high
some
stakes
modicum of
championship match.
respectability in this business,
All
don't you?
right, also entering polka musical chairs
Who's going in?
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Anthony Young.
weighing in at 200 pounds, Anthony.
He almost won the championship at the
Well,
the
remember,
reset
A1
button.
was in the match
Oh.
a couple of months ago where he had to do a
In the
polka dance
Yeah.
before
polka
he
dance
attempted
contest.
a pinfall. So
Oh,
he's got some
that
experience in the
dance
polka.
contest.
Another very horrible stipulation here, Joe.
So
I
he,
cannot
he
believe
has
you're on board with
some
this.
experience.
Why don't you like
Yeah.
fun?
I like wrestling, Joe.
Dressed like that, you don't like fun?
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Oh, we
came
got
up with
another
that.
competitor.
Tom Selleck's my TV father.
You like the working men? Does that help a little bit?
No, I do not like the working man. This man's
Who's the
he's
fourth
a
man?
handyman, I will say that, but I think it's a bit efficient.
You know,
And from
Oh, here we go.
a few miles up the pike from the old steel mill,
Same handyman.
he weighed in at 175 pounds, plus a toolbox and a lunch. And folks around town, they call him the handyman, Sam.
You checked the ring move level.
Handyman.
I like
you know,
that.
you,
guessing
you
you
and
don't
your
wanna
family may not be
wrestle in
aware
the
of this,
ring
but
that's not
some
level.
people
Or
actually have
do
to
a
venture
poker.
out into the real
Use
world
musical
and
chairs
get their
in a
fingernails dirty,
unleveled ring.
not just sit behind a
Yeah.
microphone.
I see how that
Joe,
could
we call them
cause some
peasants,
risks.
commoners.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Handyman, he just unclogged
There's
the
shorts
toilet in
and
the,
chairs.
The lobby there that John
Well,
Sampson-
no, but you guys think the
Thank you for
champion
that.
doesn't
Yeah,
have to
I'm going to
compete.
report that.
It's an
Oh,
honesty.
okay.
The winner of this gets a one-on-one match.
If you want to call it that.
so okay. What's your strategy of musical chairs?
Shove everybody over and leave the ring.
Okay, well, it's possible. Now, you got to go to a circle. Joe Mandek tried to explain the rules.
This is hilarious.
He's a musical chairs expert from way back. That cornhole.
Yeah, he never won.
It's good to get some comedy in
You got to
this.
keep your
Yeah.
back. Look, near the center of a chair.
Come on, Joe. What is this?
It's a
I'd like to think this is a shoot.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about that?
Anthony Young, first eliminated in the
And then
polka
eliminated.
Your
musical
boy
chairs
survived.
contest.
He's moved on to the next round.
He didn't want to poke it. Yeah, throw it back at him. Those wind pants. Go back to Chippendales, A1.
What's wrong with his pants?
They don't fit that well, I guess.
Only two
All right,
chairs
one chair
left.
out.
only two chairs remain.
We got D'Angelo,
I can
Handyman, and Benjamin. Who do you think's getting the championship match?
I don't think it's going to be Handyman.
No.
Well,
Ah.
come on.
Yeah, baby.
You're not supposed to touch the chair.
Yeah.
Sam Hinderman has been
Handyman.
eliminated.
So now you're clapping. Now you're on board.
You know what? Go fix the chair, handyman. That might have been a little. funky on your
I'm
end
thinking
there.
it's going to
Yeah,
be
there you
D'Angelo.
Go repair that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'd like to see Victor Benjamin in action,
His ego's
but
not the problem.
I see
Look at this.
D'Angelo winning.
It's phony D'Angelo versus a legitimate D'Angelo, legitimate fighter Marcus D'Angelo, modern day Marciano Marcus.
No one is trying to be a D'Angelo. Trust me.
Everybody is.
Sudden death. One chair left.
Come on. Marcus in good position.
Oh,
Oh,
a swing
no.
and a miss. Marcus
Oh.
tried to take a cheap shot and just got booted for it. And the Savage Gentleman
And the
claims his
winner
spot.
of
Benjamin
Polka
gets it.
Musical
Benjamin
I was
Chairs,
wrong.
Yeah.
a one-on-one match for the high stakes championship is the Savage
I can see
Victor
D'Angelo now
Benjamin.
interfering and costing
Some guy named
him.
Marcus.
And Felix Kaz retains the
Oh, come on.
championship.
Victor
Or
Benjamin, fair
it's a
and square.
roll-up.
Felix, a roll up. Felix, a
Nope.
roll up. No.
Nope.
Oh, that was
No,
almost over
D'Angelo's
before
going
it
to cost
started.
him the title.
Nobody win this match? Is that okay? Can we make that happen somehow?
Why are you acting like this?
Part of me wants to see a fellow podcaster win the
My
championship.
opinion.
Why are you mad at everyone?
Because who
Is
does
it him
musical
or his
chairs,
brother
Joe?
who was the
Honestly.
podcaster?
I think they both do.
Savage Gentleman
Really?
did musical
I
chairs.
believe
He
so.
won musical chairs.
I did
Once
it when I
again,
was
I could be
5.
wrong.
I was undefeated.
All right.
Anyway.
You win any titles?
His brother's doing the announcing though right now, the ring
Yeah.
announcing.
Commentary.
Commentary.
Kid stuff.
Savage Gentleman's no kid.
I should
though.
probably
He's a grown-ass
brush
man.
up
He
on my
charged through with that
wrestling
step-up knee.
That's
podcast.
a high
Yeah.
knee to take right there.
It's just hard to watch all the
Yeah, that
podcasts
Tiger
and
knee
all
will
the
do its
wrestling.
damage, but Felix
Not enough
Kaz
time
on
in a
his
day.
feet.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Here they can choke.
Clips.
Big tree fall hard.
Clips.
Yeah, and
We
at
gonna
this
see a
point,
ref
Check it, ref.
Nope.
Illegal choke.
well, at this point, Dom, it's standard rules.
Benjamin's
for us. I
also
don't pinfall
another
or submission.
huge human
So
being.
this
Yeah.
might be a
There's
Oh.
the ref
challenger.
bump.
Look
And
out,
here it
referee gets
comes.
caught up in it.
Victor is
D'Angelo with the
notorious
low
for
blow.
illegal chokeholds.
Or a steel chair.
Somebody, Joe Mandek's got to get in
Steel
there.
chair to the back.
Oh,
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what happened there?
Marcus,
Joe?
Marcus, your damn brother with a chair. He's not in this match.
Music to my ears. Musical chairs.
Oh,
Wow,
and it's over.
Felix didn't see it, but Felix is
That's
taking the
it.
benefits of
Felix
it.
retains the championship after D'Angelo hits Benjamin with the steel chair.
IWC.
One way to get it done.
Well,
One way to get it done.
Champion, Felix Cole.
Felix Kaz did not want to win the matchup that way. If he would have
Felix,
saw
if
what
you'd
your
like to
brother
come on and talk
did,
about your
I don't
poker
think Felix would have
contest, I'd love
attempted
to
that
have you.
cover.
Well,
yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
in my
interesting,
opinion,
wouldn't it?
in my humble
Where he comes
opinion,
up with these
that Marcus earned another right to
These
that
stipulations?
championship title
yeah.
because
Maybe
Might be
ILWPOD
crooked,
listeners
shady,
you
and
know,
screwing
by
people
we
over.
could get a little
instilling
bit
law and order
more
and a joke of a match
acclimated
of
with the
musical
poker
chairs.
traditions.
Why don't you
Yes,
go promote a
terrible.
show with Chillicothe if you're going to talk like that?
Hey,
Crooked as you are.
there's some bad business.
And Benjamin, Victor Benjamin, somebody
There's
I'd
some
like to
bad
get on.
business here with Marcus
No, he's,
D'Angelo. Felix
Had quite the
respects
rivalry
that
with Jamie
gentleman.
Jameson,
Why can't
and
you
he
show
talked about it.
respect?
Yeah, he shows no respect to the
and
D'Angelo.
Benjamin
The
versus
D'Angelo
all over the
name. We're
place.
all
I'd
over the
like to
place.
see him.
And Victor Benjamin, a wannabe.
I'm pretty sure
one
he
of
was
us.
at the Exodus show.
Maybe you got to earn respect to Savage Joe.
Pretty
You
sure.
think about that?
I'll
Your brother
slap
got
him
choked
across
out.
the
believe.
mouth, and then we'll see what happens with that. Huh,
Maybe
Joe?
get him one.
You really
I'll
want
slap
to?
you.
He's going to watch
Somebody
this
on the
broadcast,
list.
you know?
Add it to the
I hope
list.
he's listening.
Oh my goodness. Felix Kaz is still your high stakes champion here at IWC. And from here, things are going to get deathly personal with major stakes.
Uh-oh. This is it.
Elijah Dean, Jamie Jameson, Bull Rope match. Let's check out this video package.
These men grew up together. They trained together.
Look at the transformation that Elijah Dean's went through.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie too.
Jamie claims not only that he should be the rightful holder of the reset button, as he was announced the winner last month at Reloaded, but he was also very dismissive of the deep friendship that you two once had.
I don't care what Elijah Dean has to say. You've been my best friend.
Very personal, right?
You've been my worst enemy.
This is going to be good.
It's gonna be real good.
I'm excited.
Jamie waterboarding him in the locker room.
It's been war.
I want you to understand what's truly stopping me from kicking down your front door and putting both of my hands around your throat. and
No,
squeezing
Elijah
you.
attacks him when he's leaving his house.
Right.
And brings him
hands
into
up
the
in
garage.
The reason for doing that is the fact that I would rather do that in front of hundreds of people. And not
Oh,
just
and then took it
one.
to his truck.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, next month, March 22nd, the anniversary show, we're going to have a bull rope match.
All right.
Oh.
Nothing better than tying two big men together,
Tied at the wrist by a bull rope.
letting them fight it
The
out.
way to win this match is to successfully touch
What do you
all
think
four
about
corners
the stipulation of touching all four corners?
I like it.
This match
I like
is
it.
so important. Whoever wins
You
that
prefer
race
that
will
other than
know
just a
what
standard
kind of
pinfall?
experience
I don't know. I like him with the pinfall too.
You think I give a damn about a little bit of glass? I give a reset button and the power that gives me.
On March 22nd, in that bull rope match, I am going to leave you laying unconscious. And I am going to be leaving with the reset button.
It's March 22nd. I need
Who you got, Jamie or Elijah?
that bull rope
Oh.
match. And I need
I think I'm going to go with Jamie.
that reset
Okay, I'm
button.
not gonna answer this one because I know the outcome. I'm excited though. This is the one I was most anticipating.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a bull rope match. Where the
Sounds like the
winner
crowd was
will
excited
gain
for this one,
sole
too.
possession of the reset button.
This is one I
In
would
this
like to be able to
contest,
see in person.
both
Yeah.
For sure,
contestants
for
will
sure.
be tied at the wrists by the bull rope. The only way to win this contest is to successfully touch all four corners in succession.
We have set the scene for
Jamie
Two
coming out
men
fresh.
whose friendship goes back to many years before IWC. They were in the stands together
Something
as
tells me it's about to
fans.
be bloody
They were
Introducing
and violent.
first, being accompanied by Xander Gabriel from Wampa, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 281
No, you're growing quite the
pounds,
beard, but Xander
the
Gabriel
Hammer
has a better beard.
Lord,
That has a better rear.
Jamie Jameson.
from wrestling fans
I might get some
to
beard techniques for
You're
you.
gonna have to
wrestling
step
each
it up.
other in their backyards, to
Step up
training
my
their
rear game.
IWC, to coming here and becoming pros and living their dreams together. We have seen how the
While Jamie's
individualistic
making
goals
his
of
way
the
to the
sport
ring, we are
have
at
driven a
1
permanent
minute.
wedge.
I mean,
in
1
this
hour, 4
friendship.
minutes, and 5
Jamie
seconds.
Jameson was eliminated from the 16-bit challenge in the month of January. The officials didn't see it due to a brawl at ringside. Jameson came back into the ring, blindsided Elijah Dean, pinned him illegally, and as a result, it looked
So,
like we were
as they're
going
talking
to
about,
see the
Jamie
reset
was
button
eliminated
in the
in the
hands of the
16-bit
Hammer Lord
challenge
until Jock
with the
Sampson
referee's back for
intervened
time.
and said, "We're not
Do
going
you
to settle
find it
like
fair
this." A
that he
one-on-one
took
match a month
advantage
ago.
of said
No
situation?
conclusive
I mean,
winner
you
there.
gotta do what you
Things
gotta
got
do to
out
win.
of control, spilled all over the building. Tonight, the
The ref's
Bull
not
Rope
looking.
will keep these men bound
Did it
in the
happen?
ring because that's
No.
the only way to win.
I've seen many wrestling feuds going on in my day, but this is quite the blood feud happening here, Joe. You mentioned it.
And his opponent being accompanied by R.C. Dupree from the dark side of Texas, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Which side do you think's the dark side of Texas?
The Gulf Coast.
You think the Gulf Coast?
And for those new to IWC, what that laptop, what that reset button represents is a chance to at any time
Or West
reset
Texas.
the IWC rankings.
West Texas
when
is
you press
rough.
that button,
Yeah.
when you activate that championship opportunity, you can call your shot for any IWC
Oh, this is
title
going to be a
at
good one.
any time.
The bull
For
rope
1 year,
stipulation.
the man
We're gonna
Dime
get
knows
we're
the
gonna get
power
some
of that
action,
reset
some
button.
blood.
He has utilized it successfully.
There's a lot of
in the
stakes
past.
on the line.
It
too.
gave
Yeah,
him
That
a
reset
new
button,
level of
friendship.
power,
The reset
of
button is a
of
title shot
influence,
anytime,
and of
anywhere,
glory
right?
in his career.
Kinda.
Man
Yeah.
Dime would love to get back
It's
that
got a similar
IWC
vibe to the
title
Money in the Bank briefcase.
that he lost. By the way, Van Dime being the most recent former champion, that's how long Bill Collier's reign has been. Since
It's
then,
gonna
Van
be
Dime
exciting.
left for a year, rediscovered himself, came back, and is pursuing that championship once
Two
again.
big
If
men
Van
about
Dime
to
gets this reset
absolutely
button, he has the
destroy
button
each
to
other.
activate every dream he wanted to achieve over again.
Man Dime is
You know,
extremely power hungry, so I'm not surprised.
Going
by
off this,
He's an
Elijah
implicated
Dean's already
friendship,
tasted
a
what it's
dear,
like to
dear
be world
friendship, him
champion.
and Jamie Jameson.
James
He's the
Jameson's
wedge
never
maker.
been world
I
champion.
don't
So
see
who
that
do
at all.
you
I
think?
see, bottom
at
line.
this
Oh,
point
he got him
Jamie
early.
Jameson before Van Dime could
Did you
even
say Jamie's got
hook
more
up
to,
to that
more
bull
to
rope.
win here?
Jameson
I
takes a
think
cheap
Jamie's
shot.
going to win.
And listen, I understand Jamie Jameson going an
I don't
extra mile
I don't know
because
how
of
one
what
of
that
these
reset
guys
button
isn't
means,
on
what the IWC title
Me
means,
neither.
But I think Man Dime
AEW,
Elijah Dean
WWE,
expected
something.
more
They will
out of
be.
somebody who we used to
And they
spend
started out
every
in the
waking
crowd
moment with
watching
talking
this
about
together,
wrestling, at,
is
you
what
know,
they said.
screaming about
Fans
what
in
would
the
happen if they
backyard.
ever got in the
Yeah.
ring together. Certainly neither man
Now to the
expected
bright
it to be
IWC
Look,
lights.
Man Dime jumped the line. I don't even like to call him Man Dime. I call him Nickelback, okay? Because he's not worth every penny. I'm telling you that much. I don't trust him as far as I
Tug
can
of
throw
war
him, and I can throw
on
him.
both sides of the ring post.
Tug of war with that thick bull rope.
Oh, he has Xander to help him.
Power
Xander to
behind
help
both these
pull,
men.
but RC on the other side
Xander
to help
getting
pull.
involved. RC getting involved. It's turning
I
into
see
a
Xander taking the bump.
teamwork tug of
Oh,
war.
Xander did take the bump. Poor Xander.
Xander got squashed in between the ring post and Jamie Jameson. I don't think I want to be
Just an
Xander.
absolute, diligent
It's a lot of
in
man.
the gym. I've never seen Man Dime
Yeah.
That's a rock and hard
better,
place
bigger,
for sure.
thicker, wider, and more determined.
The rope over the eyes. That rope burn around the eyes. You know
Back
that's got to be
before this matchup
painful.
started.
Well, and like
How Man Dime was
watching,
assaulted. He was
you've always
waterboarded.
heard about how
We saw him
sharp those
take the
cowbells
plastic
are.
bag to Jamie's face. We saw him destroy part of that classic collectible Bronco that Jamie Jameson
Elijah
prized.
Dean
and
with the
coveted
upper
so much.
hand early.
These men know how to hurt each other right in the heart. They know what. Oh,
I'm surprised to
as
see
we
him
count along with these fans,
kind of
they
play into
know
the crowd,
what the
especially
other
in a
covets
match that
most
means so
in and
much.
out of the ring.
Yeah.
Cowbell
Look, they're pressing all their buttons.
trying to dig
They
it in
know
the
one another
forehead
too
of
well.
Jamie
I'm surprised
Jameson.
these fans-
Oh.
Man Dime
Jamie's
trying to
not scared of
drive
some
down
blood
with
either.
that cowbell.
No, he does not mind, does he?
Does not mind it
John
at all.
Sampson.
I've seen some
stipulation
photos.
clearly
He likes it.
Oh, yeah.
From what you know,
John Sampson
he's
made
been
the
on the
match. John
podcast. He's
Sampson
told
made
me he
the
likes
match.
it.
Side Russian leg sweep, but wrenching the neck, choking Jamie, and just pulling back. Almost
Like
creating
those are the matches that he
sensation
gets
of being
most
hanged, and that's how you
hyped
win this
up
match.
for.
hyped up
You touch
for.
all
Is
four
you
corners.
draw a
How
little
long's
blood.
Jamie been doing this?
Van Dyne's got 2,
7,
but
8
certainly
years.
it's going to be harder to make that
Yeah, you
lap
can
all the
tell.
way
You
around
can
the
tell
ring.
both him and
As
Elijah
Jamie
have
starts to recover,
great
and
ring
Jay
awareness.
Sander,
Great,
it is no
you
disqualification.
know what I mean? They
And
know what
Sander
they're
risking
doing.
his own life and well-being.
Man, nice.
Well,
side
and
slam.
like that's
Incredibly
just
done.
professional. Like he's
Yeah.
done it
Van Dyne's
since
the
16
victim of
years.
That power, that onslaught of the
So,
hammer lord,
I mean,
280 pounds or so.
A lot of people
We've
would
seen
probably
the
try to
damage
argue that
Jamie
the
has done
backyard
with that
experience doesn't play a
sledgehammer.
factor,
Scary
but I
thing is,
mean,
he doesn't
It
need
does.
that
It does.
hammer. His
Not at all.
hands, his arms are weapons all by
a
themselves.
lot of the guys you
Hammer
see
Lord
nowadays on
himself.
TV started in a backyard in a ring.
Yeah.
Digging and choking away at the man dime.
And I've had quite a few guests
Joe, I
that
know you
start
don't
like
have a lot of
Jake
friends,
Christ,
but
who's been
if
X
you
Division
did,
champion.
hypothetically speaking, how
He's
tragic
backyard.
is this situation for you?
Yeah, I mean, bottom line is you have to take yourself into another frame of
Myself
mind.
and
where
Isaac,
there's no
backyard.
conflict,
Yeah.
there's no remorse.
That was on
You can't
trampoline.
think about old times.
A little bit
You
different.
can't think about
Yeah.
hanging out after high school. You can't think about
I wouldn't
the
mind
bonds
investing in
made
a
through
wrestling
training.
ring.
You can't think about all the years
No.
and years you
I
have
had
under
somewhere
your
to put
belt.
it.
Because
Yeah.
the only thing that matters is here and now as Jamie touches the first turnbuckle. The Elijah Dean and Jamie Jamison,
Jamie
the
got
other
2
used to
corners.
know,
Jamie
for all intents and
able to get
purposes,
the upper
dead and
hand.
buried.
I think that's all on Elijah too. You know, honestly, it's just these
Elijah
guys,
cut
these
him
are
off,
guys,
though.
longtime friends, and here you just see this down to the bull rope match.
Well, Van Dyne did win the match, although
I
it
think
wasn't
one of the
called by
coolest
official.
like finishes I've seen, and I think it was in a strap
Gray
match,
area here with him.
but
You know, he gives bad
where the
workout
opponent
advice.
follows
He also
him
is
behind
just not a good
and then
friend,
cuts
clearly
him
not.
off
Well,
right
I
at
mean,
the
you can see
end.
things how you want
and
to.
then
Bottom line,
wins.
Jamie
It
Jamison
was
sees
like
both
that's one of the
ways.
most creative
I
finishes
can
I've ever
tell
seen
Jamie's been talking to
in
you,
this style of
indoctrinating
matchup.
you, and that's all well
And
and
that was
good.
Savio and Austin.
But the bottom line
Yeah, I
is,
think so.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter who was a bad friend. It doesn't matter at any point because that friendship doesn't exist anymore. These are, and the ones you love can always hurt you the most. And can always
Do you
really
have a favorite
tear
bull
those
match?
heartstrings. That's why there's a
Stan
little extra
Hansen
bit of
and
animosity here
Lex
between
Luger.
both these men.
The first cut
Okay.
is the deepest. Baby, I know.
Don't call me baby.
You can't see.
Man dime.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a
And
bull.
notice
like
this, that thick, heavy
Yeah, Stan
cowbell
Hansen,
down onto the
Lex
knees
Luger,
of Jamie
Stan Hansen
Jamison.
with all
And we
the
talked about a
tobacco
powerhouse
juice out of
Jamie
his
is.
mouth.
If Jamie
and
can't stand, he can't
It
throw
was a great
Elijah
match.
Dean around, and he may not be able to cut Elijah Dean off as he looks for 4 turnbuckles. He's got
I know it
two.
might not be one that
Where you
most
get all
people
your
pick,
strength
but
and
I
speed.
think the one that stuck out to me that was really cool was Carino and Dusty
that was a good one.
in ECW.
And maybe Jamie does feel slighted by Elijah Dean. Maybe Jamie
Which it was
feels
cool
like,
because that
you
was
know what,
definitely
Elijah,
Uh-oh.
Dusty
you
at
had your
the
time. This
very
was
back
my
end
moment.
of his
This
career.
was
Yeah,
my
he's
As
going
far
to
as
work
the
with
ring.
that bell on him.
Maybe that's not the way
You gonna
other
see some
people
blood?
see it, but Jamie's
It's Elijah
motivated
Dean,
by
gonna have
that.
some
Jamie
blood?
is driven forward by that. Jamie had to work long and hard. He spilled a lot of blood. He's worked his way up. He didn't have the $1 million body like Man Dime. He couldn't play politics the way Man Dime is. Bottom line is, Jamie had to sacrifice a lot, and when he finally came close, but not close enough, Jamie couldn't handle that fact, and he blamed his best friend.
Some want to say it's jealousy. I completely disagree.
I got to talk about this. Man Dime's been sliced by
Yep.
the edge of that
Oh,
cowbell.
Elijah Dean
And
got
keep in
collar,
mind, as Jamie looks to swing and miss, Van Dyke fighting through it.
hit
That
the bell.
cowbell has jagged, sharp edges on it that could dig and it could pierce your skin.
Oh,
I think
he's
Jamie
bleeding.
caught an
Throw
edge
hand.
of that and split Maritime wide open.
And in all likelihood, that cowbell is not disinfected.
He's pumped
No,
up,
not
isn't
at
he?
all. I mean,
Yeah.
John probably found it.
Sight of his own blood pumped him
we're
way
not
up.
talking about
Oh, nice right
state-of-the-art,
hands.
piece of material here. It's a cowbell out of the barn.
Oh, the
And
flip-flop and
Maritime,
fly.
little
Bionic
flip-flop and
elbow.
fly, channeling the man that made
Spine buster.
He has a beautiful spine buster.
Yeah, it's a nice spine buster.
And into the spine buster.
He's
Nicely
bleeding
done
good.
by Elijah
Down the
Dean,
chest.
who got his hips underneath Jamie.
A lot better
And
than
was able to
Swerve
throw him down to the
Strickland.
board.
Elijah better keep his focus here starting those turnbuckles.
Well, but notice he's not going to be able to reach all four with Jamie outside the ring. Smart strategy by the Hammer Lord.
He knows what he's doing here. Be aware of your environment.
Oh, we're about to
And
see
Van
Jamie
Dam, I
bleed
think, is
that
trying
thing.
to do the same thing to
Oh,
Jamie
fighting,
that Jamie
clawing
did
to
to
get
him.
Trying,
The
trying.
sharp edge
trying.
of that cowbell right into the side of the face.
Oh,
Not even to the forehead, but in the side.
Awful.
Into the arm.
He's
Mankind is
cutting him up.
raking that sharp edge of that bell across the arm, the bicep of Jamie Jamison. And is that going to be enough to keep Jamie
Definitely
Jamison
not
down
gonna
as
be able to reach
Mankind now
all
touches
four
2
corners
turnbuckles?
while Jamie's on the outside.
No,
of the
not
ring.
with
I don't think
Jamie.
you can count to 4.
Jamie's too big for that.
Jamie is looking to haul off at 3, but Mandime, notice Mandime had to get across the ring, and Jamie recentered himself.
You got to keep center in the ring.
I don't know what's
Keep
worse,
tight on
that
bull
rope
They're
with
doing
the
that
bull
right
rope.
now here, Joe.
with the
Jamie beats Mandime
cowbell
right
in the
in the middle.
middle, or
These
steel
2
chain.
guys throwing big hands.
I don't know. I think it go either
Power on
way
power.
because the rope burns are pretty painful
And
to do
whoever
as well.
wins this match can basically write
It's all
their
about how
ticket
you use it.
when it comes to
I
IWC
ripped all the
title
skin
matches
off
in
my hand one
2025.
time with the
That's how
rope,
important this reset
doing a
button
rope
is
swing in
and
a
it
leg.
shaped the
So I know
career
the rope
of the
burns
likes
can
of
be
Elijah
really,
Dean
really
and
painful.
Jackson Argos and Gannon
There's
Jones
nothing to
Jr.
play with.
And one man will have that same authority and influence
Nate
this
almost had
year.
his foot cut off by one when he was
Hey,
younger.
besides gold, the
On a
reset
boat,
button is
too.
one of the most coveted things you can get in the IWC.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's your gateway to gold, bottom line.
Absolutely.
And these men are willing to choke one another lifeless to
Choking each
get
other
there.
out.
Oh God!
See referee Nick Brown have the gloves on to maintain the safety after the crimson mask was donned.
Yeah, I mean, smart move. I mean, but Nick
Two
Brown
big
is
men
really
wearing each
powerless
other
to
out.
stop this at this point. Because
Brawl.
the only way to win is to touch those turnbuckles.
This is a great
These men
match.
can't even stand at this point, but they still want to swing hands.
These 2 men are absolute psychopaths, and they're just channeling that with one another.
I mean, it's like you see a couple of starving pit bulls, you throw a little piece of
Dean's
steak
really
down.
had the
Oh!
upper hand a lot of the
Alright,
match
Jamie.
until a low blow. A low blow
Went
changed
down
that.
on Elijah D, pulling that rope.
I bet she's got rope burn on his thigh too.
Not sure if that
Yeah.
caught Mandime
Bad.
in the groin or maybe just right in the thigh muscle or maybe both. But either way, Mandime went down in the heap.
Not in a good shape right now.
No.
And hey,
Xander slides in a
advantage of
chair.
it. Like you said, you got to separate yourself out of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
goes to work on the arm.
The coldness, the callousness that's coming from Jamie Jamison is,
Right to the ribs and the shoulder there.
yeah, certainly not somebody Elijah Dean recognizes.
What's Jamie
But
got
back
in
when they were
store? He's
younger.
setting that chair up.
Elijah's in a tough spot
Okay.
here.
Oh,
With
no,
them
wait a minute
plastic
now.
bags, he's gonna try to put it over the
We
head.
saw Mandime
Uh-oh.
do this to Jamie at Jamie's garage, but now
Is it
trying to
Kroger
return the
bag?
favor and looking to suffocate
Oh,
Mandime,
he's got him.
who responds in kind. Mandime is looking to have every breath
Target
Oh,
bag.
target.
escape Jamie
Power
Jamison.
bomb on the chair.
Could be.
Pile
Could be
driver.
trying.
Back body
Power
drop.
driver power
Nope.
bomb. Jamie's struggling. This is beef on beef.
Uh-oh.
No.
Choke slam
Caught
on
him.
the chair.
Oh, that's
Oh.
like the upper shoulder back of
Damn.
his head.
Steel bent that way. You
You
can
know who Jamie
imagine
reminds me of?
what
Oh,
happened
Abyss.
inside the body of
Yeah,
Elijah
kind
Young
of.
Dean.
Abyss.
Yes, kind of.
We had musical chairs last match. That
I can see some
had
abyss
some
there.
sort of symphony there.
And Jamie Jamison, yeah, maybe
Just clarify, I mean
victory
that in the
celebration.
most complimented way I possibly can.
Yeah, me too.
Jamie's trying to.
I was always an
carve his
Abyss
path.
fan.
There's no set
Yes.
rule. As
Always
far as
thought
what
Abyss should
order
get a
you
lot
start
more
in or which
into it.
direction you go in.
Yeah.
You just
He was
gotta
there
get
from the
forward
beginning.
in succession without your momentum being broken.
We got 3, maybe. Come on, Jamie.
And Mantime's hanging on.
I was just telling him
Said,
no.
no, you're not going to get it. I'm still
got
breathing.
quite the
but
crimson
He's got
mask.
3.
Yeah.
Notice
Good
Manda
old
immediately
JRJ.
moves as far away from the fourth corner as he possibly can.
Jamie's literally got the leverage right here.
Oh, yeah, strength on strength. Mandime's not on his feet. Mandime just got to shorten that rope any way he
Proverbial
can.
crimson mask.
His workout regimen better come in handy here. All those tips he gives out on Facebook.
Wow, those
Sure, I
thigh
got that
muscles
from
coming into
Gordon
play,
Solie.
just trying to
He did.
scissor that rope, for lack of a better term.
Oh,
And Jamie
stomp right to the
realizes-
face.
Yeah, doesn't have
Jamie's
enough
not
slack,
playing.
And at this point,
Oh, the hammer's in the ring.
Jamie's
Hammer
got
Lord, Jamie Jamison.
And we're at Sledgehammer and Sander.
Oh, yeah,
I
Xander
don't know
in the
which
ring,
one's more
too.
dangerous.
I think Xander's about to take a hammer shot.
RC Dupree's at ringside watching.
You better get in.
Yeah, he's
involved
definitely
here.
gonna
Yeah,
die.
no kidding.
Elijah Duck.
Oh, wait a minute.
Xander takes
Oh,
it.
right to the
RC
jaw.
Dupree knew that Mandime maybe was lulling them into a false sense of security. Because
Uh-oh,
Sander
there's the
just
bell.
got right in the
Boom.
face and a cowbell in the skull.
Right
Cracked
between
him
the
in the
eyes.
skull.
Watch it, that one.
That was tough. That cowbell's bent all
Mandime
the
Elijah
hell.
Dean is re-energized.
Oh, he did put a dent in the bell, didn't he?
Yes.
Elijah, what are you doing here?
It's like it folded.
Yeah, Mandime may not be done torturing
You gonna hit
Jamie
him again?
Jamison.
You talk about the friendship not getting involved. He's not separating himself from the
Ooh.
friendship here.
Well, those emotions run high.
Oh, he's
That's
digging
hard
the
to
bell
do.
into his foot. Oh, no, he's
Jamie
bashing
Jameson's
him with
been
it.
busted
Oh,
by
Jamie's
that
bleeding
elbow.
too.
And
Jamie's
Van
got color.
Dyke dead set on making that gaping wound wider and deeper.
Look, I got to give credit to Nick Brown here. He's trying to restore a little bit of order.
The
what you can in a
intensity.
bull rope match.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wow,
intense.
Nick Brown is saying you've done enough, and I'll be honest, I
He's
don't
got
want to
the hammer.
disagree with the
Elijah
official,
Dean
but I
with
don't
the
know if
hammer
that's true.
now.
The pain threshold Jamie has when he survived.
Well, where's that Michael Myers match? And he keeps coming back. So you got a point there, Joe.
Is he gonna stomp him into the
sledgehammers.
hammer?
Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, no.
Curb stomp into the
Oh,
head of the
A
sledgehammer.
curb stomp right
that
into
was
the hammer.
nasty.
Oh, the Hammer Lord meets his namesake,
Is that
and
it?
now Jamie, motionless. Maybe a
That's
sitting
one
duck
way to get him
as
out
Van Dyke
so you
makes
can
the
touch
journey
all
around the
four.
ring.
This is treacherous, Joe. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. What's going on here?
Van Dyke
Jamie's
can barely
still
stand, he can barely
stirring.
walk, but he's got two corners.
Oh, he's got the hammer.
Sanders been taken out of the equation.
See if his emotions have getting the better of him. Oh, yet again.
Wait, Don, Jamie's stirring. Jamie
Jamie's
is
got
stirring
the
as
hammer.
Van Dyke approaches corner number 3.
He's got that slasher film mentality.
He's got the sledgehammer to
RC
RC Dupree.
Stopping him.
Playing spoiler
Referee,
here.
can we get some order? Get him out of the ring here.
Jamie is powerless to do anything. He's lost his sledgehammer.
I see
and Van
RC
Dyke is
turning.
forced out.
Oh, he turned on him.
Elijah Dean getting the hammer
What the hell
to the
did you do that
face.
for?
He turned on Elijah.
RC Dupree was out here to watch Elijah Dean's back, and RC just laid out Van Dyke with that sledgehammer.
Jamie looks
How
shocked.
about that?
Yeah, he looks like he had no
Where did
clue.
this
Huh?
come from? What is this
Take
about?
advantage.
He's an artist.
Well, I need an explanation for that. But Van Dyke,
Even though he looks shocked, he doesn't look hesitant
Elijah
to
never
touch
saw
all
it
four
coming.
corners.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't be.
RC was on his side.
Yeah, I
He
wouldn't
was
either.
three
If your
steps
opponent
from
gets,
victory.
struck in the
And
head with a
now
sledgehammer,
Jamie
I'm gonna take
is
advantage.
stirring enough to get 2, now 3 quarters, and 1
Nothing on his
step
conscience.
away.
Yeah.
Jamie gets the win.
Here is your
And the
winner,
power of the reset
and the
button.
man who
And
is
wins
now
the feud
in
against
sole
his.
possession
Yeah.
of the reset button, the Hammer Lord, Jamie Jameson.
And that determination, that scowl on the face of Jamie
Oh.
Jameson. It's not just about the hell he went through in this matchup. It's about the past, 7, 8 years Jamie Jameson has worked in this business. The years before that, dreaming as a
Shout out to
kid.
Jamie Jameson for winning
And
the,
I'm talking about the
shout
fact
out.
that he
The
and Jamie
reset
were in
button.
the crowd
along with Xander
for
Gabriel.
Reloaded 11 years
And
ago.
Elijah Dean.
And what
Elijah
that
did
reset
one hell
button
of a
means,
job.
what it represents, has only grown in prominence year after
That was a
year.
great match.
And Jamie Jameson can
You know, you
call
gotta
his
expect
shot for
Jamie
any title he wants
It's headed towards
in
the main event scene,
2025. And he
world
had to
title
damn near
scene.
kill his
Where do you think
friend.
Elijah goes from here?
I think he's going to have a feud with
Welcome back to the second half of
RC.
IWC 24. Before we get
Okay.
back to action, Dom, we got to talk about just a heinous attack that occurred during our live intermission.
Look, this is unbelievable, Joe. I mean, we
24
saw
years
RC
is a
Dupree,
long
what he
time.
did
It's
to Elijah
impressive.
Dean, and then
It's
he
impressive,
followed up with
especially if you think
I
about
don't
it.
know what's
Like for
come
us,
over
we
RC
are
Dupree, but our
3 to
cameras
5
were still
months into
rolling
this.
and
Right.
24
this
years is a long
unsettling
time.
footage
Long
during our
time.
live intermission.
just brutal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to head into intermission. Check out the merchandise stands. Hit up the snack.
Yeah, and
RC
wait,
Dupree
what's going on?
during
Hey, hey,
intermission
hey,
attacks
hold on!
Elijah Dean
trying to-
again.
Again.
Intermission, and Dupree's out here attacking Elijah Dean. What the hell did they do to you? What is
He
wrong
knows
with you,
what Dean's
Dupree?
about. He knows
Ooh,
what Dean's
DDT.
Nice
about.
and
That's a
Taylor
Dupree
DDT.
DT.
Yeah.
Nice.
But why? Dupree was out here to help Elijah Dean.
He knows the true being of Elijah
Are they
Dean,
gonna
and that
wrestle at the
is
ballpark?
jealousy, evilness.
That's the question, I
Look
guess.
at how
Yeah.
the blood loss of Elijah Dean. This
Strikes
is
to the
disgusting.
forehead are gross.
This is sick.
He's punching him stiff.
RC Dupree's 2 steps ahead in this.
Get
Uh-oh.
Dupree, get out now. Nick Lundell. Whoa!
Hey now,
That's your friend, RC. What
now
are you
that's too
doing?
much.
Come on, man. What?
Nick does deserve a little bit of a shot.
This come
RC
on,
got to say.
And Dupree, what are you doing? Elijah Dean, a bloody mess. RC
Oh.
Dupree just destroyed Elijah Dean's dreams he had worked for since he got back here in IWC.
I want to know what the wrestler fixation with rubbing somebody else's blood all over you
I
is.
don't know either.
I've never understood that.
Nor would I want
at
to.
all.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a badge of honor.
I guess. The visual is interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but
at this
I've never
time,
understood.
would you please welcome Ricky Dawkins for the State of the Wiz Address.
Well, brotherly love, as we welcome you back here live. Still recovering from the unsettling RC23 attack on Elijah Dean. Brotherly love have been the subject of a lot of speculation and uncertainty. Ricky Dawkins, 16 months on the shelf with a broken foot once upon a time. Cliff Klepto was out of action for a couple of months after, well, Dior Castro of Brotherly Love, well, maybe showed his true colors and was a little fed up with being part of the team. And I guess we need maybe a little State of the Wiz address, courtesy of Ricky Dawkins and the Wiz Cam.
Check 1, check 2, check 3. How's everybody doing tonight? Yo, last time IWC gave me a mic, I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. Who remembers that from my first show 4 years ago?
This was traumatizing for the rest of us.
Go Birds.
Super Bowl champs.
I got a lot on my mind, right? But I got limited time to say it. So let me just start by saying, Go Birds. After the last few months, those who have been watching know that I missed over 500 days because I snapped my ankle in half and I couldn't even walk. I thought I would never even be back in this ring, let alone any ring. But because of you guys, because of the energy that I feel every time I walk out of this building, because of you guys, I decided I want to freaking come back.
Writing down names, gotta make sure I get them on the list.
When I broke my ankle, it wasn't my family, it wasn't my supposed friends in the back, it was you guys who kept me freaking going.
Ricky Dawkins giving support to the crowd. I see a heel turn coming though.
Hold up, shout out. I freaking love this guy. Let me get a Wiz chant.
Is he gonna beat up the Wiz guy?
I can see that.
So look, I've been watching on the TV over the last year and a half. I've been watching people who say they from Cleveland and all the other bullshit beat up on my teammates' Brotherly Love.
You know,
I've been wondering why
I can see getting injured on man. These things being very tough.
hasn't won a freaking match.
Because you don't have a contract, you don't have a fallback.
Right, you got to pay for everything. Come out of your pocket.
Come out of your
then
pocket.
You're missing your bookings.
You're missing bookings. You're missing work.
Right.
So a lot goes out to those guys that
that have
have
been
to work
injured,
through
or
that.
work through injuries, or dealing with them on their own.
So, let's go. I freaking love you guys. How's that? Let me hear something. Give me a hell yeah. All right, yo, look. You haven't seen Brotherly Love as a whole, the actual whole, the real OGs who decided to start this with me. So let me announce to you guys that starting today, Brotherly Love goes to the next level where we freaking belong, where we were 15-0 and became two-time IWC Tag Team Champions.
You're 15-0 and
With
two-time
that being
tag team
said,
champions is
I
impressive.
got a little treat for you guys. I know you're tired of hearing me yell in the back at the merch table by myself and with Ken. So let me introduce to you guys. Hold up. My tag team partner, Cliff freaking Klepto!
Cliff Klepto is here tonight. And this marks the first time that both members of Brotherly Love, the founding members, are in attendance together and healthy in nearly 2 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
2 years is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So it's some healthy libations.
Former member of Brotherly Love,
Nobody
Dio
expected
Castro,
this,
has
Joe.
been on
It's
ILWPOD.
IWC
Check that out.
24. Anything can happen.
Brotherly Love, maybe the most unlikely tag champions in our 24-year history. They've overachieved since day one, and they are back together.
They're back together, huh?
How cool is this? This is brotherhood.
It's
This
been
is a bond that can't be
700 goddamn days since we won a match here in this ring in front of you great people. I'm thinking next month we get a little W. What do you think?
Okay.
Brotherly Love are focused, they're hungry, they're passionate. They've been to the bottom of
Might
the
have just lost
championship
one.
there.
If I did, I apologize.
And they've also been on the
Oh,
top
no.
of the mountain celebrating. Maybe still a little hungover from the Super Bowl celebration. I'm not really sure. But Ricky Dawkins, Cliff
Yeah, he kicked it
Klepto
off.
has done the unthinkable before. Wonder can they pull it off again?
Growing pains. We're
Well,
learning.
you know
that.
what?
We're learning.
I know we're supposed to be unbiased, Joe,
Let's go, boys!
but I want to see it.
Let's go!
I love these guys.
Let's go!
Brotherly Love
Maybe
back
things have
together.
happened. Brotherly Love are back at IWC 24.
Go Bird! Go Bird!
Go Bird!
Let's go!
They got all the crowd into it, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool.
.007 vignette.
001.
001.
Yeah.
Name's Swan, James Swan, and the mission is to infiltrate IWC.
I like it.
Secret Agent Man.
That's pretty cool.
That's good. Agent 1 coming soon.
Yeah, I can't.
But what do you
remember
think of that, Joe?
What the hell's that about? We got undercover
Mila
agent
Moore versus Katie
This
Arquette.
1 month of
Oh,
from Asia with Love, I guess.
well, we got
Just like I
championship
said, we've
action
seen
to get
Mila
to,
all
Joe.
over the place.
yes, we have.
She was at
Well, I'm closer
Exodus.
to
Yes,
Dr.
and
No
then
She's
you
at
see her-
IWR.
007
IWR.
with the lady we're about to see.
And, awesome to see Cliff Klepto back here. Obviously, it's a celebration.
She's got the official
What the hell is up with
IWC
RC
rule book.
doing, man?
How can you think about Cliff Klepto? I don't know. Are you okay, first of all?
I'm fine, man. I'm just embarrassed and
Yeah.
confused. Like I just
He was out there to help Elijah. That was the goal, right?
She was working in a
I don't know.
ballet
Let's turn our
type
attention to the
role.
women's
of
champion.
it.
Mila Moore
IWR in
has,
Michigan, yes.
Yes.
Defended her championship
And then she
by
was
the
making
book,
her
as she
debut,
claimed,
I
the
believe,
alleged
at
IWC
Exodus.
rule
Rome
book.
2
I don't remember
for
being so
Exodus.
bedazzled and bejeweled.
So-
but
More and more each time it's here.
Mila's definitely somebody
Yellow
to
letters
look,
this time?
keep an eye out for. You don't really know where she's going to end up and what she's going to be involved
Well,
in.
Joe,
Well,
Right.
it's
She's
the
all
return
over
of
the
the
place.
queen
Yeah, and
of
she-
the silver screen.
We
She
are
rewrote
at
the book on women's
1
wrestling
hour,
in
33 minutes.
IWC.
Do a
Katie
little
Arquette had to surrender
time
that
stamp, let you guys
championship
know where we're at.
some 5 months ago, thanks to a broken leg. But Katie has fought her way back and is walking the IWC red carpet in style. And no better way to do it, no better place to do it than our 24-year anniversary.
Is Katie Arquette related to David?
Joe, over the last few months, Mila Moore has tried to.
I'm asking because if you look at the Titantron,
BS rules in the
it's
IWC
the screen logo. So I'm wondering
Look it up.
But
if
nonetheless,
that's
I think what you just
Ooh,
mentioned
daughter.
is the most
his
important
daughter.
detail
I know
in this
Arquette,
story.
David
Katie
wrestles.
Arquette, she never
So-
lost that championship.
Yeah, without question. And once upon a time, Katie Arquette found herself as the underdog. There was an established champion named Britt Baker. Katie brought in the new era of women's wrestling. Mila Moore would love
She
to
beat
get that
Britt Baker.
decisive win
There's no
over the
direct
established
relation.
ace of women's wrestling, and leave no doubt about it, it's Mila Moore's time. But easier said than done. Katie Arquette has thought about nothing but this moment for 5
You know,
months.
with I'm pretty sure Britt has been released from AEW.
The following
I
contest
wonder if
is
she'll come
scheduled
back to
for one
IWC.
fall
That's where
with a
her roots are.
60-minute time limit.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
And it will
It'd be cool to see.
the IWC
Maybe make a stop there before going to the
Championship.
Going to the Fed, isn't that
or
what you call it?
somewhere else.
Like,
With the bell sound is Joe
could we see? You think Britt Baker will go to
Introducing
WWE?
first
I guess they're going to WWE or even
She comes to
TNA.
us straight
TNA.
from the red carpet, and she is
I guess they're going to
of
WWE though.
the silver screen, Katie Arquette. And now, presenting to you the IWC Women's Champion
She gets heat.
from Long
Mila
Island,
definitely
New
gets
York,
heat. That's for sure.
Mila Moore.
Mila Moore's walking into this contest as the defending champion, Joe. But make no mistake about it, whether she's in the ring or on the shelf, this is Katie Arquette's locker room. This
I
is
like her
Katie
title.
Arquette's
It's a nice looking
women's
title. It
division.
looks like the Attitude Era WWF Championship.
Yes, it does, with the winged eagle.
Reign at number 5, and that would defeat the old record held by, wait for it, drum roll, Katie Arquette. So she's certainly adding to an already historic resume if she can score a win. But it's a big if. Mila Moore is far less experienced, but training with Devon Dudley, traveling the roads. I called Mila Moore in action in MLW
that was a vicious headbutt.
She's putting in the miles, but can she compare?
Yeah,
Can she
with a
compete
stiff
with
headbutt.
the intensity or the territorialism of Katie Arquette, who explodes with a Luthez press?
Look at the aggression from Katie Arquette. She's waited for this moment for months, Joe.
Mila Moore trying to shut down that momentum.
And look at that. Right from the get-go using the tights, Joe.
Well, I think it's a smart move, not the tights per se by Mila, but smart move to try to get Katie off her feet, off balance.
Shoulder tackles.
Because Katie coming out here like a bat out of hell. She has anticipated this moment. She may come in too fast. She may rush. She may make a mistake. Katie's trying to make a statement victory and win quickly. Mila Moore has to weather that storm and then find an opening. So far, she's done that.
Yeah, right now, Mila Moore needs to get out of Dodge. That's what she's doing. That onslaught from Katie Arquette.
And listen, Katie, I mean, under everyday circumstance, on a Tuesday morning, she's got deceptive power. Let alone here with the lights on bright,
I
most
think so.
important prize in her career at stake. And Mila Moore, oh, yeah. Katie Arquette, again, waited 5 months, not going to wait another moment, taking the fight to Mila Moore. And Katie does not give a damn about the supposed rule book or about these mind games.
We're still live on this.
Katie just wants to
I wanted to check. It won't show me on any of my. You think all these devices I have to check it out. Just won't show.
Just won't show you on.
Learning curve.
Learning.
Mila Moore knows the rules.
I'd like to see either one of these two in TNA or a WWE NXT.
I see. You know, I've heard a lot about Katie Arquette for a while now. I'm surprised that she hasn't been somewhere.
You have to try to get her on.
Mila Moore goes to
Yeah,
it, and this is what I
definitely.
talked about a moment ago. Mila needs to do is just
It
shut
might
this
take a
down,
trip
slow
to
this down.
Pittsburgh.
And I think if I'm Mila Moore, I want to extend this matchup as long as I possibly can. Maybe take it at the time limit because, you know, we talked
You know,
about
last
this before.
time we saw
You can be in
Mila
good
in the
shape,
ring,
but
she
all the veterans will
utilized
tell you
that
there's no
rule book. You think we'll see that?
Yeah, I can see us seeing
And
that.
that's the endurance that you need. That's the ability to play under pressure with the lights on bright, the crowd in front of you, all the marbles on the line. And Katie's endurance is going to be tested in a way in this match you can't do in the ring. Or,
I know, like in the first match, you brought it up, like who's baby, who's heel.
It's Tamila's advantage.
I can say they do a very good job at showing you.
Yeah, no, they do.
Like sometimes it comes in question when watching, especially nowadays.
Without a doubt, because
they do a very good job of letting you know who you're supposed to be cheering, who you're supposed to be
born.
Or to say that Mila didn't beat the best in
With the giant rule book.
You think that's a lost card? You think that's a loss nowadays? Maybe the
there is some loss.
There's a lot more gray area.
Yeah, there's a lot more gray area. Especially like I don't like to bash on those, but like AEW watching them. There's no real heel.
You don't know who's the heel in the situation.
Right. Everybody's just kind of a great wrestler.
Well, I think a good example of that is like on the last episode of Dynamite. You have the Young Bucks who return, who should be the heels. But Kenny comes out and he's bashing them. But it just seems like a very heel from he's taking shots at Cornette.
Right.
And things like so. It's like, okay, I see why you made that because it's a joke. It should be funny, but at the same time, you're supposed to be the good guy.
Sometimes,
right?
Mila Moore can
like,
slip in those cracks and
I don't know. The lines are sometimes too blurry. Or like our Uncle Scotty was saying, like John Moxley's definitely the bad guy. Which I mean, technically speaking, yeah, he probably is the bad guy, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, shout out Scotty.
It's a bit of frustration on Mila that was not able to put this away.
Looks like Mila Moore's going to plan B, Joe. Maybe plan C or D at this point.
It's funny because Scotty says he don't need a podcast. If you want to know what's going to happen in wrestling, give him a call.
Ask him. He wasn't right this Friday.
No, he was not right this Friday.
I mean, he was right on maybe one or two things, but the other prediction, the big one,
way off.
Well, he was right on the Bailey.
The Bailey, yeah, but you can see that come from a million miles away.
Yeah, he wasn't right on none of that.
The Rock didn't show up.
He was telling me all kinds of stuff was going to happen.
Randy Orton didn't turn heel.
And look, I thought it was going to happen too because I was like, damn, where is he getting his information from? He's been like 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, spot on everything.
Everything. Yeah, they threw him with the loop this time.
They got tired of us coming on here and giving all the answers away.
That's the mark of great champion, regardless of your opinion otherwise. Get off your shoulders as quickly
He's been
as
on me
possible.
over shaving my beard
Don't
off.
let
He wants me to cut my beard off.
That's another great defensive counter as Mila drops to the ground at low center of gravity.
Suplex,
Katie
no,
needs to get
Mila.
her hips underneath the Mila's to snap off that suplex, which she couldn't do.
She went for that eat defeat.
Uh-huh.
It's rare you see that get countered, so that was cool.
Baby, look at spear. Katie was creating the distance with that roll through to get the spear, but Mila sidestepped. And Katie Man hit shoulder first on that turnbuckle behind the pad.
Oh.
Katie's won many a match with that spear, and what a maneuver from Mila Moore. This could be it. No.
I thought that was going to be it right there.
Yeah.
Half a count away.
It's kind of like is it the final cut by Goldust? You know what that
Something
is?
like that.
Deeper into this matchup, this is where we test.
It's one of Goldust finishes. With,
Oh, there comes the book. There's the book. We knew it.
It may not matter.
I think it's going to backfire on her.
I don't know. Do you think the rule book would actually be that thick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this out of here. Wait a minute.
It's probably only a couple
spear.
pages. You really think about it. The rule book for
Did you
professional
see
wrestling
that
is
spear from Ron Breaker?
Oh my god, he murdered Carlito. Ripped him in.
That might have been the craziest spear I've ever seen ever.
Well, Scott Steiner said it's all in the freak genetics. It's in the Steiner genes. That was
Carlito,
he dove halfway through the walkway,
And she can't believe it.
connects, and then flips completely out of it. Poor Carlito. I bet he felt like he got hit by a bus.
well, he said his funeral services was going to be later in the week. Is what he tweeted out. He said, "Look, my funeral services will be later in the week. Please don't bombard my family with questions."
Come on.
Carlito's got a great sense of humor. Shout out Carlito.
Here is your winner.
I love that Carlito.
Yeah, he's got a great sense of humor. I watched some of his interviews. They're really good.
His one with Van Fleet's really good. Carlito Van Fleet's really good.
She did.
Mila Moore retains the title by using that count out. She didn't have to lose the championship.
Therefore, still your IWC.
I mean, Katie gets the win.
Yeah.
That's cause for a rematch, probably.
She definitely deserves a rematch, I think.
Well, Katie Arquette
Give her
got
a
the
steel
win,
cage.
but obviously
Yeah, run the steel
nothing like
cage.
There's going to be some kind of stipulation that keeps them from
bitter
running. I
taste
bet.
in her mouth as she beats the champion, but does not leave with what many say should still be her title.
You know what, Joe? That sucks. That sucks for Katie Arquette.
Just
She
sucks.
trained so hard. She waited so long for this match. The 24,
I saw Mila winning from
this
some
is
sort
supposed
of
to be a night of celebration, and Mila Moore wants to
shenanigans.
squeak out the door
Shenanigans.
like
She
that.
tried for that
Come
book.
Well, bottom line though, it didn't
I
go
like
great.
the
Katie
rule
won it,
book
but Katie
Yeah, I
beat
do
the
too.
women's
I like it
champion.
I
They
can't
don't
remember
believe.
who I was talking to about it, but like back in the day, it was I was talking to Eric Schultz about utilizing the rule book because he has like a police
Yeah.
gimmick, but like Eric Young did it in TNA,
Yep, I
and
remember.
anytime his partner would go to cheat or something, he'd be like, "Hey man, like you can't do that." And if he wasn't holding the tag rope or something, he'd make him hold the tag rope. I was like, it could work, and it's funny.
Nice little video package.
Who we got? Here's the question.
Anybody with gold around their waist, be on the lookout. Because
Timestamp.
Andreas John Ziegler, AJG,
144.45.
them down.
Hunting season returns
All right,
this
Dominic.
summer.
It's
The
championship
video
time.
packets are nice.
It's an official WWE ID showcase
They do a great
contest
job with their video
for the
packages.
IWC
Real professional.
Super Indie Championship.
I like them a lot.
Can't wait for
IWC
it.
Super Indie Championship, Sam Holloway.
Oh, so this is the Super Indie title match, huh?
Yep.
Now, is he also ID?
Yep. He's been on the Evolve show a couple times.
You writing these names down for future interviews?
See the man
Yep.
making his way to the ring, Jack Cartwheel. The first
Jack
time we've
Cartwheel.
seen him in IWC, but he's certainly familiar to a lot of the fans here in attendance at IWC 24.
You want to talk about a
Ooh.
personality and some
he's
athleticism?
That was nice.
Jack
Yeah, he's
Cartwheel
athletic,
has
isn't
it
he?
to a T and then some, Nick.
You want one of them fur coats?
Definitely.
Yeah,
It matched the fit.
you really would.
Oh, can you do that?
We got Holloway versus Cartwheel. You got size versus agility. Who do you think walks out champion?
Jack Cartwheel's excited. He's ready for this opportunity. But I don't know how he's going to feel when he sees his opponent. Somebody he's very
Well,
familiar
how-
with. Another
Yeah.
prospect in the
He's a big boy, isn't
WWE
he?
ID program.
Go.
He's our Super Indie champion. The
Oh,
6'9",
and he is the
265
Super Indie
pound
champion.
Sam Hardway Holloway.
He has been on a streak and
kinda
has not been
chilly.
stopped.
Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I remember him from the last show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big boy.
We mentioned how a lot of fans in attendance may
I'm gonna
not
step out
be
and rip my
familiar
jacket.
with Jack Cartwheel,
Okay.
though they're
Is that okay?
obviously
Yeah.
by the ovation he received, there are at least some. The fans definitely know all about Sam Holloway.
Oh.
He's carved a name for himself in the Pittsburgh area, but being from Ohio, he's already had controversy coming into this, but the big man has made a statement in more ways than one.
And obviously not making any friends.
Not making any friends. He's not well known for that, though, Nick.
Well, you know who he has made friends with? Wes Barkley and Derek Dillinger. Good company, huh?
Yeah, there's some good guys there. There's some good guys.
Some good guys.
Yeah, salt of the earth kind of people.
How'd it go for them tonight in the opening contest?
Look, mistakes happen.
They lost.
Tommy Dreamer interfered.
They lost.
Shouldn't have been here in the first place.
Sam Holloway certainly taking his time getting to the ring.
All about mind games. Keep it in.
My God, kids,
Jack
get out of there.
Run, kids, run.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's send it in the ring to our ring announcer, Dave Kitch.
They ain't made it out yet, have we?
Nope. You haven't missed nothing yet.
Good. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I was
the
kind of
following
short.
contest
Get our
is scheduled
introductions
for one
now.
fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it will be a WWE ID Showcase match for the
Ooh.
IWC
I like
Super Indie Championship.
their Super Indie is like their
Our referee
US
in
or
charge with the bell
Intercontinental.
sounds is
Kind of,
Nick
sort of.
Brown.
He also has the high stakes
Introducing first
championship.
is
Yep.
the challenger.
But would this
from
one be
Sacramento,
higher than that one, I
California,
wonder?
weighing in
I
at
don't know.
186 pounds.
I don't really know how that works.
Grandfather invented
Or if
the
they would
cartwheel.
clarify.
He is the spinning,
You know what I mean?
pinning, winning Jack Cartwheel.
I'm excited for our big surprise guest at
And
the end.
now,
I am. I'm
presenting
waiting
to
on it.
you the man who is the IWC Super
Sam looks like he
Indie Champion
doesn't care for
from
Jack's
Cleveland, Ohio.
antics.
No,
Weighing
he's in
at
great shape though.
265 pounds.
He reminds me of a young Walter.
This is Sam
He reminds me of Erwin R. Scheister, Mike Rotunda.
Mike Rotunda.
Yeah, Mike Rotunda.
Okay.
Or Jack Hager.
I definitely don't like Hardway.
No, the fans do not like him. He's definitely the heel.
Understatement.
Could we see Cartwheel win this?
I don't know.
And you said that you've seen them both on the Evolve show?
I know I've seen Cartwheel
All right,
on
Nick
the
Lennon
Evolve show. I don't know
alongside
about
Dominic
Holiday.
D'Angelo at ringside for this official
But Jack's been on there
WWE
quite a few
ID
times.
Showcase matchup for the IWC Super Indie Championship.
I've yet to
Current
check
champion,
one
the
of those out
6'9"
yet.
I haven't
Sam
either.
Holloway,
The Evolve
defending
shows
against
I've
Jack
yet to.
Cartwheel, who's making his first appearance here in IWC. The fans
I've been
certainly
meaning to.
familiar with Sam Holloway.
Absolutely, they're familiar with
I even
Sam Holloway, who's
downloaded
been on a
Tubi
winning
just
streak
for
here
that.
in the
Just
IWC.
to watch it.
Yeah.
But a little bit of a curveball here with Jack Cartwheel. He's so
Has anybody out there
unorthodox
seen
and
the
very
Evolve
unique in
shows?
his
If you
style.
have, let us know
Both
what you
have been
think
on
about
WWE
them.
Let us know what you guys
too,
think
and,
about
have showcased a lot of
WWE
talent there
Evolve
too.
with all the WEID prospects and talent.
I think it's a great
Jack
thing,
Cartwheel.
man. I really do.
Holloway might have hyperextended the leg there.
He missed that
I
big
don't
one
know
that he's
as a
known for, and
talent
he's
if I would
favoring
do
a
it
little bit.
because it kind of takes
Really,
away
Jack
your
Cartwheel's not
bargaining
favoring
chip
any legs right now. He is
to like
cartwheeling it
bargain
up
with
out there.
the other companies out
Holloway
there
doesn't appreciate the
because
showboating.
you got to give WWE the first
crack.
right.
The IWC
So I don't
Super
know.
Indie Tournament, one of the most prestigious
Kinda
tournaments
takes away
in
your
all of
bargaining
independent
power.
professional wrestling. Past
But other than
participants and
that-
past Super Indie champions include
I mean, maybe as far as
CM
that
Punk,
goes, but it might
AJ Styles, Chris Sabin,
strengthen your
Wardlow.
bargaining
The list goes on and
Man,
on and
the
on.
list of
champions
Sam
is
Holloway, the
impressive.
winner of
But
this
it
past
it
year's
might increase
Super
your
Indie
bargaining
tournament.
ability as
Cartwheel
far
wants
as
that a
independent
little bit of
market
hardware.
Right,
in his
right,
push, I'm
right,
sure,
right.
And that would definitely curry favor too.
Whoa!
Oh,
He can cartwheel and he can
he can fly, huh?
Styles
Oh,
makes
yes.
fights here, Nick, and they are doing it right
That's
here.
a big boy.
Well, Cartwheel's going to have to do what he can. Outsized by near 80 pounds in this match, Dominic.
My goodness.
Definitely.
And outshightened.
Cartwheel.
I was going to say, that's not even mentioned.
I like how he does the cartwheels
Oh, man.
into the moves.
How impressive was that?
Toppled right to the outside there amongst the Cretans out there in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, sends Holloway into the third row.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Caught him.
And Holloway, the big man from Cleveland, certainly not making any
Sam
friends.
flies over
here
the
in
barricade.
Pittsburgh.
Absolutely not.
But that was impressive
He's a
nonetheless.
big boy to be flying like that.
Look,
Yeah.
Sam Holloway's been known to be a bully, and he embraces that bully attitude.
They
said
said
he was
he's what,
bullied in
6
high
foot?
school, and up until
I'm
then,
6+.
and now he's undoling it out onto people in WWE Evolve and here in IWC.
He has been in a
Well,
ball.
Jack
They
Cartwheel
just
is
said he has
on a
been on the
2-match win
Evolve.
streak. He's wrestled in Japan. He's wrestled in Mexico. He has
And Jack's
11
been
years
everywhere.
of gymnastics,
Everywhere,
11 years
huh?
of football.
He hasn't wrestled Sam Holloway in IWC as of yet.
I was just about to say, Dominic, a lot of accomplishments.
Sanders wearing
But
him
how does
down.
that transcend into the ring, into the squared circle?
I like how he beat him
I
at
have it on
flying.
account. Sam Holloway
Yeah.
Diving over
LeBron
the
James out of
rope
that.
and the barricade, and
Ball
now
went all
breaks
the
him
way.
down with the
Oh, you
headlock.
heard that.
Yeah, I like it
Perfectly,
too.
yes, I did.
Fans getting behind Jack Cartwheel.
Very much an underdog in this match.
Oh, he caught him.
Wow.
That was nice.
Look at the power from Holloway. But
Okay,
Cartwheel
reversed
look,
with the
turns it in.
guillotine.
Oh, look how impressive.
Man.
Oh, man.
Drop kick.
Oh, Cartwheel reversed that into a reverse choke.
That
But
was
Holloway
tough.
was able to counter. And yes,
Yeah, it
when
is
he
tough, huh?
attempted that big boot in the beginning of the
Yeah,
matchup,
about an hour
he hurt
remaining
that
in
knee,
the show.
Dominic. I saw it. He definitely did. You could tell.
It's becoming a little bit of an issue here. Gotta
About
keep
an
eyes
hour?
on that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you
Well,
mentioned
of
Sam
the,
Holloway is a bully. Look at him.
Of the
That's what he's
pay-per-view,
doing
we got
right
about an
now.
hour of the
You know
pay-per-view
what Jack
left. And
Cartwheel did to
then
his high school bully? He told me
our
this
special
earlier.
guest.
He did a front
Oh,
flip over his high school
can't
bully
wait
in
for
football
that.
practice.
It's a showmanship right
Yeah.
there.
How do you come back from that, bully?
Jeez. Well, Sam
I'm
Holloway
excited.
might show him how it's done.
Oh, my God. Right on the back of the neck.
I've been so impressed with Jack Cartwheel, too. Catching him on Evolve, he's befriended guys like Sean Legacy, who was just here last month, Cappuccino Jones. They have a little triple tag action going on. Sam Holloway has not made too many friends, though, I'll have to say. Jordan Oasis he tagged with, and they did not necessarily see eye to eye this past Wednesday either.
Great show, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sam
It's
Holloway.
been tremendous.
So far,
You mentioned
the
not
two
making very many
that we've
friends in the
watched have been
IWC
good.
locker room. He's made two. Man, oh, my
Oh.
goodness. And again, clutching the knee.
That knee, that might be the start of some
Cartwheel,
trouble
yes.
for him.
Sam scouted pretty darn well here.
Yeah, he's done his homework, believe me.
Maybe, let everybody know that if they would like us to do a live stream and
I was about to mention
even
Other,
Sam Holloway,
yeah,
the
I
only
mean,
two friends I've
with
seen
what
him
you're
make here at
saying,
IWC are
guests,
Les Barkley
I mean,
and
not guests, but
Derek Dillinger.
viewers, if there is an
Certainly,
indie event or an indie show or a promotion that maybe you'd like us to
That's why they call him
spotlight
Jack
by doing a
Cartwheel.
live stream and checking it out,
You heard
let
me
us
in
know
ring
what
intro.
that
It's
is in the
pretty
comment
fun.
section or in the
I
chat.
don't know if I believe
I'll
that.
make sure to
Oh, my.
see the best way about going about viewing those and maybe setting up a live
How
stream where we
impressive was
could
that?
watch any and
Jack
all
Cartwheel
new
has given these fans
promotions that maybe we're not
He's
aware of,
taking
Right.
maybe
Sam
we
off
haven't
his
noticed
game,
yet. Maybe
and,
there's
a
some
lot of
talent out
people have
there
not
that
been able to do that here in IWC
need
or
to
the
spotlight.
WWE.
I'd love to
Sam Holloway.
check
Each
them
and every
out
time
and
he comes
do
to the
my
curtain
best to
here in
help
IWC,
spotlight that.
he gives
Oh,
you
look at
hockey.
that.
He
That
is
was
more
slick.
confident. But then something like this happens. and
He's
he gets
talented.
embarrassed.
Nah, he really is.
How
He's
impressive
really
is that
talented.
into the
Cartwheel
outlook
is
for Cartwheel?
phenomenal.
That's nuts. I've never seen none of that.
Anybody else I've seen so far.
You guys think that takes a lot of core strength?
Gymnast. He's a gymnast.
Yeah.
Look,
Cutter.
nice cutter.
Big cutter.
The way he hung off the ropes in the side of the ring, though, and then spun back up with that sweep.
Was nice.
Yeah. Ooh.
Kneeling Hurricane Rana.
Close one
Oh, man. Holloway just gets the shoulder up.
Oh. Glad to
What was
see
that
you're
to
back
the
and waiting
psyche
for
of
the
Sam
guest.
Holloway?
It's going to be a
Been on
good
a
one.
winning streak here in IWC.
Got about an hour left of the
Not wanna see
show.
The results of that kind of anger.
Oh, we've
Just
seen him
confirmed
work
with the
this
guest
before.
he is ready
But
to go.
Cartwheel reverses out of it.
I guess
Right
that narrows
on.
it down. It
Crucifix
is a
pin.
heat.
This could be it. No.
Cartwheel's a
Man, Cartwheel is amazing.
momentum.
Cartwheel is great.
I'm shocked. This is my first time seeing Cartwheel.
Cartwheel, he's
Some of the
feeling
stuff
it,
he's
but what
doing
he
is
needs
very
to do is
innovative.
Stay on the big man.
Gotta stay focused
Don't
here.
give him an opportunity to catch his breath, kid. You need to capitalize here.
Too much time.
Oh,
and
he's
that only
he's
plays
wrapped
in
up.
favor to
He's
Hardway
stuck.
Holloway.
Cartwheel
He's
stuck
gonna
in his
do this.
armband
I don't know if
is
this
something.
is a risk worth
Yeah.
taking.
I mentioned he's outweighed by almost
Ooh.
80 pounds here, Dominic.
Elbows.
Right.
And there,
Going for
again he
that
gets out of it.
Uranagi.
Going for that boot. Missed.
Big boot, missed.
Another boot.
Oh, cartwheel dragon screw. That was
That was
nice.
inventive.
That was a cartwheel dragon screw right
That's
there.
what I said, man. He's pretty nice. He's pretty
Holloway
inventive.
throughout the course of this match has been clutching that knee. It has turned into a target for Jack Cartwheel.
The guest is a big one. Yes, he has.
Top here.
Especially inside the IWC, he's big and highly involved in storylines and what's going on, especially with the future of the IWC. So that's something I'm very excited for.
Oh, he cheated cartwheel. Come on.
You know,
I like that cartwheel. Hey, Matt, have you seen the Evolve show yet? What do you think about it? I've yet to see it. I've been trying to get time to watch it. I haven't had time to watch it. I'm going to try to check it out, though. I heard it was really impressive.
Yeah.
We mentioned the winning streak Sam Holloway's
You think this is it between Sam Holloway and Jack Cartwheel?
I'm not for sure because, I don't get to watch it all the time, so I don't know exactly how the Super Indie title works. I hope not. I hope to see some more from him, but I'm not really for sure. Maybe we'll get another ID talent challenge for it next time or something.
Yeah.
The list of champions there was crazy. Yeah.
Punk, Styles, Sabin, Wardlow.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Cartwheel's definitely over.
Cartwheel is over. And I see why.
He puts it all in the ring for sure.
For
sure, 100%.
Did you see the Bret Hart comments?
About AEW?
Yes.
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 About AEW talent being pretend wrestling?
Yes. I don't know if I agree with all that. I think sometimes he comes off as bitter. I like Bret a lot, but I think sometimes he comes off as bitter.
There's definitely a different way to describe what AEW
Right.
and pretend wrestlers is not it.
No, they're definitely wrestlers.
They've earned their way to where they're at.
Right. Ooh. Was that Adam Cole?
Yep, look back. Adam Cole versus, I think that's Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, that's Gresham and Cole.
Dang, Cole. This is prime Cole.
Yeah. Ooh.
I feel like we're getting back to prime Adam Cole. He's in shape.
I don't know if he's really necessarily in.
I mean, he's
in better shape.
He's not chunky no more. And
Right.
he's building. I
Right.
mean, Rome wasn't building today.
Hey, does anybody know if Justin Plummer was Mortimer Plumtree in TNA?
Britt Baker.
Where's Britt Baker?
Will not have to undergo this celebration alone.
They just split up, didn't they?
Yep.
Two world-class champions, world-class athletes who now hold two of the top prizes in the international.
There was a
wrestling
power couple in the
cartel.
IWC.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a six-man tag team attraction scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Bulk Nasty's going to be in this one.
Oh, Big Bulk. I like old Bulk.
Team number one at a total combined weight of 580 pounds.
That was a great podcast.
It really was.
He is your Italian excellence, the third Millennium Caesar, Cristiano Argento.
That's a lot.
Cut the music. Cut the music. We are here today to celebrate.
I believe he's the senior from Exodus Pro.
But
Yes.
I want to celebrate something more important. One of the best wrestlers that this company saw in the past
Yeah, I think so
20 years
too. Yep.
plus. Ladies and gentlemen, myself, the third millennium.
That was the old one
Myself is
over.
good. I like it. I like it.
And since I'm on my way to build my empire, a newest tag team, they've been hand-selected by me to join me on this battle tonight, so I can show them how to properly win the match. Ladies and gentlemen, introduce my tag team, please.
Cristiano Argento celebrating himself.
Argento.
Considers himself maybe of ruler-like status, of Julius Caesar-esqueness. What is it to get along with these guys?
And his partners being accompanied by the woman of 1,000 talents, Betty Frenzy, the undeniable Oliver Gray, and the man they call J. Bev, the upper class.
I saw these guys a few days ago hanging out down on South Side, drinking.
What were you doing on the South Side hanging out, Joe?
Research. They were drinking. They were causing trouble, running their mouths in the bars. And what I understand, money was no object because they were
Six-man tag team match.
Their daddy's money. They were spending their college tuition out there. Jay Bev and Oliver Gray.
This is the match for the main event.
Because, well,
yeah,
from
probably
the upper class.
And unbelievably, now that these two have entered the ring,
We haven't seen Bulk Nasty compete yet. So this is our first time watching Bulk fight.
Well, Joe, we saw the formation of this group last month.
Their opponents at a total combined weight of 720 pounds. Bubba the Bulldog, the Earthquake, Bulk Nasty, and the very first IWC Hall of Famer, Dennis Gregory.
Oh.
They are the Foundation.
Well, Bulk Nasty went on record and said he thought the IWC locker room had gone a little bit soft, and unlike the heroes that
It's not a 24-hour live stream. We're reviewing the IWC's 24 pay-per-view. So I apologize for the
for Bubba to be in action tonight. Bubba the Bulldog,
for how I titled this live stream. It's not 24 hours. Maybe one day we'll do a 24-hour live stream. Those are tough.
Ooh. I don't know if I can handle sitting here 24 hours. I might be able to if we have some more comfortable seats.
doesn't belong to either one of them. It's Bubba.
I thought about calling you yesterday and asking you if I should go buy me one of the little rolling chairs with the cushions and the whole nine. Like a big one. Like
we get upgrade seating.
Yeah, we did. These are a lot more comfortable than the folding chairs.
The metal folding chairs that are falling apart.
Yeah, somebody with a 7 to 8 herniated disc in their back and a messed up neck should not be sitting in a folding chair for any longer than like 20 minutes.
Crafty as they come. Over the Bulldog. His time in professional
Who you got? You got Team Bulk?
Man, I like Bulk. He's a big boy. I think Bulk and the Foundation. Isn't that what they're called?
Owen Hart and the British Bulldog in a dark match at one of the WWF live events.
Oh.
Mentioned the long career of Bubba the Bulldog. Bulk Nasty calling the IWC locker room of 2025 soft. Nothing soft about that man in the ring right there. The first
definitely nothing soft
IWC
about Bulk
Hall
Nasty.
of Famer Dennis Gregory. Nothing soft about him. You see him wearing the camouflage. That man is being deployed next week. Nothing soft about this.
Oh.
Dennis Gregory
Nothing
has
but respect for that man.
No doubt. You got to respect the sacrifices for his country. And
it's really cool. They have an
active
might
say he's home man on a yard
wide.
Yeah. No, shout out to all the active members of the military and prior military members.
Over in Afghanistan and Iraq, doing so again next week. Dennis Gregory never backs down from a fight.
In a lot of ways, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now without him. So.
Oh, definitely wouldn't.
And he is depositing young Oliver Gray, who Dennis Gregory's been wrestling longer than Gray or Bev have been alive. Gregory going to show you why.
We are this week going to be at CSW in Chicago Friday, and then coming up.
Throwing him out like this morning's
trash. Yeah, CSW be there Friday, and we try to go to every CSW event, and then the Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis will be there for both nights of that, along with the Black Label Pro Show that Friday, and the Squared Circle Expo has a Rumble that Saturday. We'll be there for both of those. And then as of right now, the next event I guess we'll be going to has been announced. is for Exodus Pro Wrestling May 23rd in Cleveland, Ohio. So as soon as the other CSW events are scheduled, we'll put them on the calendar. We try to attend all of those.
Yeah, we were at every CSW show we can get. AAW too. We
We did miss yesterday's AAW show, but we try to make it to every one of those.
Yeah, we'd like to go to those too. And we're going to be checking out a lot of the other Chicago independent scene shows that are going on.
We still have yet to make it to freelance or Midwest Championship Wrestling.
Egos shows.
Ego shows, which we was going to try to go to the next Ego show, but it falls in line with the Squared Circle Expo, so we won't be able to make it to that, unfortunately. Other shows we're looking at attending are IWR in Monroe, Michigan, Rhino's promotion.
Man, that right there, the IWR shows are absolutely amazing. If anybody's down here in the Chicagoland area, it's worth the drive to go up there. I mean, yes, it's a little drive.
It's 5 hours.
5 hours. But it's worth it. It's got that ECW, old school ECW feel to it.
Yeah, but modernized. It's like
family friendly
ECW. I know those words don't necessarily mix.
Right, but it is. It really is. And it's nice.
And leave the foundation with a healthy
interviews lined up for the expo. Kind of, sort of. I can't announce them, unfortunately. I will be sponsoring Trevor Outlaw and Hayden Backlund. Trevor, is all over the independent scene here in Chicago. Trevor and Hayden, hot commodity, have both been on ILWPOD before, but we will be doing a live interview at the expo. Live interview, as I'll be recording it live. It won't be live streamed. Unfortunately, I just won't have that equipment available, but that'll come out. And there are some more that are being lined up. Can't announce them yet, but definitely in the works. So expect some good interviews to come out of the expo. Looking to try to get a couple. I always show up equipment ready, so we'll be.
If we can pull some off, we'll definitely pull them off.
Take it in, y'all come.
Yeah.
And thoughts of maybe trying to get some, video of the expo, try to share the experience. It's gonna be tough. But at this point, I'm gonna try.
It's kind of like our coming out party at ILWPOD, isn't it?
Yeah, like this is our first time ever as fans going to a convention, and then also as somebody like sponsors or a podcast. So we're really diving into the full experience of Expo. So I'm excited. I heard it's a really big deal. There's a lot of big stars for the Expo.
We'll have some ILW merch with us.
We have some ILWPOD merch with us. We'll be repping ILWPOD merchandise. If you want ILWPOD merchandise, go to ProWrestlingTees.com. Go to that search bar, type in ILWPOD or I Love Wrestling Podcast.
And we got some new designs coming out this week. Some pretty righteous ones.
Pretty righteous ones. Some pretty nasty ones.
Yeah, some pretty nasty ones.
I know those words don't mix, but
you'll see and you'll like them.
You'll enjoy both of those.
And then we'll be back here tomorrow night for Raw.
Yeah, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be here for the first time reviewing Raw, reacting Raw as it comes on.
We're going to do it live as it happens.
Same thing for WrestleMania weekend.
And WrestleMania,
Saturday,
we're going to do
Sunday.
live reactions.
We won't be doing the pre-show or the post-show. That's, 9 hours a day is a lot. It's 2 shifts.
Yeah.
But for the main card, we'll be here for all of that. Stay tuned. I'm excited.
I'm bringing a donut for the chairs. I'll be good to go.
Trying to fight through it.
Nasty Nate will be
in the house
for all of those. He has no choice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's fired.
Otherwise, he's fired. We're going to can his ass.
Joe, that's ring awareness from Argento.
Oh, without
But speaking of interviews,
Argento knew to get in there quick.
You asked about CSW and interviews for Expo. But we have quite a few CSW interviews coming this week. We got Jason Hades.
That's the one I'm looking forward to hearing.
Steve Arndt, the commentator and general manager, and then Marche Rocket. Those are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Marche is going to be a good one. I remember when we first seen him, he said, I'd like to get Marche Rocket on. And I gave him the card, and he finally got him on. So it's been 3.5, almost 4 months, huh?
Yeah, and it's one I've been waiting for. It's been, jobs and lives getting away. It's been one that we've been talking about, me and Marche, for quite some time. I was really excited to get on there. Great conversation, both on and off the camera. And then, not to mention, like, for this week, we also have Alienated Youth, 2 kids that are phenomenal.
Yeah, I like Alienated
And they're great kids and huge supporters of the podcast. Unfortunately for the expo, we won't have our own table. Our stuff will kind of be at the hot commodities table.
We sponsored their table.
The
next
maybe the next expo
we're gonna try
to get our own. It's something learning curve.
We're learning.
So the hot commodity, I'm very excited to be sponsoring them for this event. They're going to be doing good stuff at Black Label Pro. So I'm excited to
me too.
And to meet them in person. I've spoke with them on the podcast. I've yet to meet them in person, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
That's probably like one of my favorite parts about doing the podcast, doing it with them, and then if I've never meeting them in person, it's always
look at Big Bo. Look at Big Bo Nasty. He's a big boy, man.
He is, and like
look, double choke slam.
I would not want to be in the ring with him.
No,
but he's not. He's a good.
Yeah, well, the interview it was great. So.
Stack them up.
Both getting the win. Well, doing the work.
Doing the work.
Folks team getting the win.
I think it's the.
So time Q, we are at 2 hours and 15 minutes exactly for IWC 24.
And then we're gonna have
special guest
right after this is over
to be announced.
But on this night,
surprise guest we're gonna put on here with us.
One of the greatest champions, and
one of the IWC stars.
Into the new generation like Bulk Nasty. I don't know if anybody's going
to event time. Is that that's the question? Is it main event time?
Oh.
Earlier today, we saw the fraternity defend the IWC tag team titles, and now these
two are
in the ring
jackets.
along with Bulk Nasty.
Yeah.
What year is this?
You like the yellow camo?
I don't know about the yellow camo, but the flap jackets, flat jackets are kind of cool.
Socials, you saw me talking about. This is my last match before I deploy.
Shout out to the military.
This will be my 5th deployment. And the only 3 letters I pledge more allegiance to than IWC is USA.
Shout out USA.
Shout out Dennis Gregory.
Yeah. It's awesome. The crowd's behind it too.
I told my son on my 4th deployment that I had to leave. He was old enough to understand, and he asked me, "Daddy, why you gotta go over there?" I said, "Son, that's so they can't come here."
We definitely hope to meet you there too. It's not easy getting tables at any convention. They go quick. Very quick.
You got to know somebody.
Or have talent ready to be there, and that's also a trick. Once again, I got to know somebody. So but it's definitely gonna be a pleasure. Something we're really excited for. And really, me and you talk about it. It's a big deal for the podcast. Something I don't like to admit enough, but it's definitely a big deal. You refer to it as a coming out party. In a lot of ways, I'd like to think that myself.
Yeah,
us free.
He's real humble and don't like to toot his own horn. And I just know the podcast is growing dramatically, rapidly, and not just that.
It's a shoot.
It's the wrestlers themselves. I think it's one of their favorite podcasts because I've heard them tell me. We've been told that the majority of the independent locker rooms enjoy the show, enjoy being on the show, enjoy what we're doing. So we're gonna keep doing it.
I think it's just really cool whenever you meet an individual. Like, I'll just throw like a name out. Like I had Jason A. getting Hades on and saying, you know, I've never met him before, never had a conversation with him, but for him to be like, hey, we watch your stuff, thank you. That meant a lot. It was surprising because I don't expect anybody to be viewed.
Well, even like EC3 was on, and he had went back and checked out your stuff, you know, and he enjoys it now.
And when we met him, and he was like, you know, he said thank you to us, which is crazy. Like EC3 saying thank you is insane. So it's being humble is I don't know how to put it. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. but sometimes you got a two draw in one. It's growing fast, rapidly. I mean, it's only been a couple months.
Yes, especially with the new channel. I know, like a lot of the old, we did 47 interviews or 47 plus interviews on my old other YouTube channel before I even started this one.
Right.
And this one in 3 months has gone
way up there.
Way up there. So
we greatly appreciate
16,000 plus in 3 months.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
And all praise to God.
To all of you guys, thanks to God. Thanks for the guests.
Bill Collier.
Without that,
without the guests and without the people, wouldn't even, you know.
We definitely won't be doing this live stream right now.
No. Or any more this week.
Yeah.
But Collier has been just as dominant, but now doing the bidding of, in my opinion,
no, champion came out first. Collier came out first.
I know.
But usually means we could be getting a new champ. You think we're getting a new champ?
I'd like to see Duke win.
But
these are two big men. Thank you.
Hey, thank you a lot.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Now, Bill Collier has been an absolute.
You know, we say it a lot here on the channel, but two big men slapping me, something we enjoy. I'm excited for Bill versus Duke.
Collier's name is
you know, I've been watching wrestling my whole life since I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting into the independent stuff when you was just a baby. Is when I first started getting into it back at the IWA. And ever since then, we've checked out independent shows all over the place. And to be this immersed in it it's kind of awesome because you tune into like WWE or AEW and you see the guys doing the extra work and you're like, hey, I know him. Or you show up at one of these independent shows and you're like, hey, I know him.
For the top prize in the International Wrestling Cartel.
Justin Plummer disqualified.
You know, I would like to say super expensive, not always. Thank you for saying.
It all depends.
It all depends.
At first, yes, but as it's went, a lot of the talent and the wrestlers, they
it's all how you know.
Yeah,
and
they enjoy doing
how
it.
you talk to them, and
you just broke into the some deathmatch talent that just come out today, didn't you?
Jimmy Lloyd.
That was pretty cool.
Star. Talks with other people, trying to get some more GCW talent on. You know, that's probably one of the hottest independents. So somewhere I'm interested in talking to some of the guys.
Have you announced the other big name?
No, not yet.
Do you want to announce it?
You know what? Yeah, not this week, but the following week. We have
big deal here.
Former Ring of Honor star, former AEW, WWE creative writer, Mr. Jimmy Jacobs.
Jimmy Jacobs on the podcast. I can't wait for that. That's a genius. That's a wrestling genius. Right there.
Really a wrestling genius. And the conversation with him it was a lot.
A lot.
It was a really good interview. One of my favorite interviews to date. You know, he departed AEW 6 months ago for, you know, to settle personal
and
things.
He's doing a Maple Leaf Pro, right?
Not officially.
Oh.
He helps them.
Oh, he's helping.
It's not a secret. He's not signed with them or anything. He does help them behind the scenes.
I checked some of that out on YouTube the other night. It's great
Maybe
show.
something to check out.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a live stream with some Maple Leaf Pro on here.
But yes, Jimmy Jacobs next Tuesday on the podcast. Do not miss it. Over an hour talking to Jimmy Jacobs. And we talk about his AEW departure, working with Ring of Honor,
Ladies and
Maple
gentlemen,
Leaf Pro,
the following contest is
and
scheduled for one
dive
fall
into
with a
subjects like the
60-minute time
Briscoes
limit.
and
It is the
his thoughts on Age of the Fall and Seth Rollins and things like that. It's a really good interview. Something I'm excited for.
That is kind of cool.
Heavyweight Championship.
Maybe Jacobs was definitely a good one. And one that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Was not expecting.
Wasn't expected.
I guess with that said, shout out to Ace Perry at AAW for making the connection. Right now, he's on a big tour of Big Japan. Never been to Japan before. It's his first tour of Big Japan.
So do well over there.
Ace, do well. I'm excited to see what happens.
Shout out to Ace Perry. That was a great interview. The Ace Perry video was amazing.
Somebody I'm excited to get on post Japan. I want to see. We talked about maybe getting back on after his tour of Japan. Something I'd love to do. Getting back on here. Somebody else that's currently doing a tour of Japan that I'd like to get back on. He's in his 50th tour of Japan.
Oh,
Madman Pondo.
Madman Pondo.
Pondo did tell me whenever he's done with this tour, maybe we could get back on and talk about the tour. 50 tours to Japan is no joke.
That'd be interesting.
Possibly the only wrestler
look at
to do
that belt.
It's nice.
That's a nice title belt right there.
From Jacksonville,
Shout out to the IWC for
their championship belts are beautiful.
Yeah, they did a great job. Whoever did that knows what they're doing.
You know,
it had to be belts by Dan.
Independent belts are something out there.
Yeah.
Like CSW, beautiful belts.
CSW's got real nice belts.
AAW, beautiful belts. Exodus, beautiful belts. Like, I really like the Midwest Championship. It looks great, especially in Dante Casanova.
Championship contention. And we talked about a month ago where Duke watched Gannon Jones Jr.
IWR got some nice belts.
Yeah.
I know their main the world title looks extremely like the ECW championship.
Yeah, I like
really
it.
Cool.
I thought the IWR was really cool.
I mean, ECW they probably had one of my favorite championships as a kid.
And you can talk about.
Hey, thank you for the favorite podcast comment, man. That's awesome.
It makes my day.
Yeah.
On the level
He won't do this one, but I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bill Collier, Joe, 9 times out of 10 has the size advantage. Not so much tonight.
Yeah, it's
Bill running from Mr. Duke Davis.
Duke Davis ain't no joke. I told you, man. Standing beside him, he's intimidating.
You run from Duke Davis?
I ain't running from nobody.
That's not possible tonight. Who can adjust their style better?
Okay, are you evenly squaring up with Duke Davis?
No.
You're pulling up with something.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing all that, but I ain't running from nowhere.
It was the month of December when he got shafted and swindled and hoodwinked by Justin Plummer and company. He's been waiting for this shot ever since. Duke Davis could liberate that.
I heard some chatter about this. This was quite interesting.
And the record-breaking reign of Bill Collier.
Oh, mean forearms to the face. Cross faces are no joke.
No joke.
I've been disqualified in wrestling meets for throwing 2 million of cross faces.
You've noticed
I wasn't top probably.
Or intensified physicality out of Bill
I was trying to break him down.
He's
definitely breaking Duke Davis down with the forearms right now.
Bill Collier always fought hard, but he fought for the right reasons. He fought to represent this company well. Wait a minute!
The agility by Bill and the power of Duke Davis is nice. That
nice.
Power bomb out of nowhere was nice.
Duke's a big, strong dude,
Power
man.
bomb in the eyes of Duke Davis tell the story.
It's like it's a total package kind of thing.
Bill Collier now fights for the corporate regime, fights for Justin Plummer's vision, fights for something else, and I gotta believe just the pressure of being champion.
Who you got, Duke or Bill?
Bill Collier.
I'm gonna go with Duke.
You're gonna go Duke?
Make a deal with the devil like he has, but
I know what happens.
it may not be enough to save him from Duke Davis's wrath.
I seen some of the promos leading up to this that Duke was posting on Facebook.
Oh, he's serious.
And he was serious. He was in the zone. So I'm gonna go with Duke.
Duke's always in the zone, though.
Man,
He can't even be in the zone.
I couldn't get over it. So little thing, we were at the Exodus Pro show and he's trying to set up some interviews and talk to people and
I'll give
introduce
some
himself.
background before you do this. I was given instructions by some of these guys that I've talked to try to get Duke on, and then other individuals instructed me or asked me to try to get Gannon on. They are a tag team. and I approached them separately. Now you can finish.
And well, Duke just kind of laid into him about how you gonna ask me when my partner's standing right here. You ain't gonna ask my partner, and put him on the spot. And they gave Justin here a hard time for a good 15 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes at least.
10, 15 minutes. They gave them and my other two children a real hard time. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I said, I told him to ask both of y'all. I don't know. I played right along with him.
He gave us that determination, that articulation as he pressed the offense, but he's not letting up.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I'll let
kids probably won't ever forget it too.
No, the kids won't ever forget
it. Well, those are the best parts about going to wrestling shows, the memories.
Yeah.
That's a memory. Now all the kids is like, okay, I watched you, and then he heckled me, which is fun.
And that's not an easy thing with Duke Davis.
Say that again. My goodness.
He wears
well, Nasty always has the worst heckling chance ever.
Channel that into competition.
He does. He really does.
Carried away, he could be the next champion. That's a big if.
Duke taking his turns, laying in some forearms.
I don't know. Sometimes at AAW shows he gets them over.
Yeah, sometimes he gets them over.
That's probably the only place I've ever seen Nate get a chant. And it worked.
Yeah, he got the couple chants over on Tufu. What did?
No, Zico.
Zico.
And this is not the position the champion may have strategized to wind
up.
That's got him through the guardrail.
That's something new. I ain't never. Is he going to slingshot him?
I don't know how that worked, but
it's going to hurt. How it's going to work?
He's going to pull him.
Oh, crotchy.
There was no alternative.
Crotched him good too.
It was a good crotch. Good crotch. He crotched him good. Yes.
And I have a chance to. Duke could throw him in the ring and pin him.
Duke sending him into the ring post.
What's going through the mind of Justin Plummer?
Just a reminder, we are on the last match. We got 23 minutes remaining in this pay-per-view, and then we will have our special guest on.
Looking for space, breathing room. He's
can't wait for the special guest.
Cannot either. Cannot wait.
That was one of our event staff, but nobody and nothing is going to stand in the way of Duke Davis extracting revenge.
Well, better watch what we say, Joe. The camera didn't pick it up, but when you asked how Justin Plummer was reacting, he gave us a not-so-happy stare.
Well, nothing we can do about this. Justin Plummer dug this grave. And sometimes
Duke Davis really taking it to Bill on the outside.
I like old Duke.
The system, and it comes back to bite you in the rear end. And this could be the day for that.
It is looking bleak for Bill. Looking real bleak right now.
Running away like a little boy.
Yeah, Duke's definitely taking it to him.
It's the best thing he can do. The further Plummer is away from this action, the happier I am.
I don't know why he's out here.
The ref really not forcing him to get in the ring.
No, he's giving him leeway to do whatever is necessary. Oh,
lands face first, jaw first.
You know, that right there reminds me. The other night I was thinking about wrestling moves that people don't really use anymore. That were awesome moves.
Okay.
And stunning Steve Austin's stun gun.
I don't think
Yeah.
When he used to hit that, I used to go nuts as a kid. I loved it. One of my favorite finishes ever. And then, you know, he had the stunner also after that. But the stun gun, whoo-wee.
Yeah, I remember some of the first couple stunners he hit. And he didn't line them up with the kick to the gut and then hit it. Like they just kind of came out of nowhere. Those were so much more
I like those
vicious.
Too. I like those too. But the stun gun was just something I thought it was sick. And no, I've never seen nobody else steal it. I was watching the Kevin Owens Van Fleet, and they were talking about him stealing the stunner, using the stunner. And it was just like Austin. He said he asked Austin for permission, and Austin was like, "Well, hell, kid, I don't know what nobody else ain't ever asked."
Exactly.
So I don't know why nobody's ever used the stun gun.
You would think it's one of those moves that you'd really think, hey, somebody would utilize.
Right.
Because it's not cheating.
Right.
You're just utilizing the ring. And nobody else does.
Not falling into that trap.
And it can come out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. And you can basically hit it on just about anybody.
Just about anybody. If you can get up underneath them.
I mean, even if they're a big man. You know what I mean? If you can just
Drop him.
Unbelievable.
Nice standing suplex.
Duke Davis drilling 265 pounds. And
Oh, he shouldn't have done that. Come on, Duke.
Lifting the shoulders.
What the hell are you doing, Duke?
Telling him he's going to be here all night. Telling the ref you're going to be here all night.
I think that was a mistake.
And Justin Plummer in the background.
Does that change your idea, though?
I don't know. It could be a mistake. Yeah, it might be.
And there may be no help for him, even if Bill Collier is out of commission and unconscious.
The last thing I want to do.
Do you think Duke's aggression is going to get better than him?
But Joe, I did not expect this at all. Did you?
It could.
And honestly, I think we spoke about it earlier about Duke Davis's temper getting the better of him. Duke Davis, the objective to win the title. That's goal number one. Everything else comes secondary. If Duke's forgetting about that.
Slide I like the slide. He did that at Exodus. Oh, he got caught.
Claymore.
Like that. The explosion with a sick kick out of nowhere. Duke never saw it coming.
Now the biggest problem for the challenger is that Bill Collier's catching his breath now. He's getting time to get his wind back, and that is bad news for Duke Davis.
And Collier, you can almost sense the desperation, the urgency in Collier's movements. The chokes, the right hands. Collier is just looking to survive.
Another big boot by Collier.
Another hard shot. Right to the jaw of Duke Davis.
And this is the first time that Duke Davis
I can see either one of these men getting signed.
The very outset of this match.
Utilizing the strings on the boots, you don't see that enough either.
No, you don't see stuff like that.
About the resiliency of Bill Collier, how much pain he can
Wide
withstand.
blows to
That's
the
going to
body.
be put to test right now in a big way. If Collier can rally back. From
I like how they always find a way to get where they need to be. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like even with like Jamie Jameson earlier and Elijah Dean, they found a way to make sense out of using that cowbell for everything. And
instead of just
smash,
doing it,
instead of just doing it, they find a way to put themselves in that spot.
That hang time says a lot. Of that look out too.
Instead of just throwing stuff out there.
And a kick out as Collier.
Like, for instance, the mixed tag match that happened in AEW, it had Willow Nightingale, and where she went through the table, and next thing you know, she's back up in the ring, and they're doing the Tower of Doom powerbomb out of it. Like, but then the DDT killed her. You know, like he just almost killed,
put her through a table,
right, and almost killed her. She almost missed the table, barely hit it.
Yeah,
and then she gets right back up 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, she's up, and
Duke charging in.
but then the DDT killed her.
Second time,
Like,
Duke
so
certainly better.
I just like how they find a way to get where they need to be and to do the things to make them make sense.
I guess another example of that, just to throw it out there, is like, you know, WWE. Remember when Finn Balor fought Damian Priest, and they go all the way up and they do the suplex through the tables just to get back in the ring and finish the match.
Right.
Balor gets up and he has offense, and
Right.
like that should have been it. It should have been over. Like, what was that suplex should have been your finish. That should
Right.
have been the end of the match.
Right.
Should have led to it, not
Right.
put it in the middle.
I think he's ready to take that chance.
And it's nice to watch some independent shows and see that. Like, you see them. That means whoever's training these guys knows what, training them right, knows what they're doing.
Excellent at that storytelling aspect of
Yes.
professional wrestling.
Duke felt it there. Duke thought that was
You shouldn't have pulled him up earlier, Duke.
We are at 26:37. Got about 15 minutes left until our guest makes his way.
He's not taking his eyes off Collier. He's not taking this for granted. How many high-impact maneuvers can Collier survive?
For the double choke slam, maybe.
Duke was going for the choke bomb.
Yeah, it's put many.
Ooh, nice
Big German by Bill. Duke bounces up and gets hit with a spear.
Duke was out on his feet. He had no defense for the spear. And Collier half a count away from retaining the title.
Bill Collier has
Nothing against Collier, but that was not no Braun Breaker spear.
No, it wasn't.
I couldn't even believe that.
Duke Davis is
not tonight.
Yeah, Duke Davis is not like
I
any
can
other
see Breaker winning
individual.
a world title
Bottom
in the
line,
next year.
Duke
Yeah,
Davis
I could too.
He's
has
just
so much fight in his system, has so much determination in his heart, his mind. the
I
obstacles
was
he's
fantasy
overcome,
booking it.
everything he's experienced.
Once
to
Cena
lead
wins
to
this
this
title at
moment.
WrestleMania, that'd be who I had take that title from.
TKO.
Big baby face pop for Braun Breaker.
Now, okay, here's my prediction. I don't think Cena's going to win the title from Cody. I think he'll end up winning the world title off of Jey Uso.
You know what, Joe? I don't think Bill Cody
And
knows
then
where the hell he is right now.
Breaker can come behind.
Look at him talking to himself.
Yeah,
But I see Jey Uso beating Gunther
and
Cena
he's
beating
not
him
looking
for.
around for Duke. He's not even looking for Plummer.
Okay.
That's what I think will happen.
Figure out, find a rope, get
I could be wrong.
bearings and just assess from there. Figure out where he is.
So you don't think we'll see two new?
Oh,
world
on the
champions?
ropes.
Oh, he's got enough. Come on.
Don't
You're
you do
trying to
what?
steal
You
it.
don't think we'll have two new world champions come WrestleMania?
Has no plan on
You don't think Cena walks out with one and Gunther? I mean, Jey Uso walks out the other.
Nope.
You gotta
I can see Cena losing and then having to go. But you never know. Right now, Cena could win it because of The Rock.
With Collier Goose
And that would be the only way, I think.
6'5" plus on normal
Dude going
circumstances
for it.
is elevating himself and Collier to the ceiling.
What is this?
I didn't even.
Collier getting the upper hand now.
Is he biting?
Yeah, he bit his nose. Buckle bomb.
Oh.
Power out of Collier.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a vicious hit.
Back of his head.
That was sick.
He hit all four buckles.
He just went down him.
That wasn't. Oh my!
Out on his feet. And
Come
the spear
on. Get up,
again,
Duke.
And Collier's measuring. If Collier hits his right hand, this match is over. No disrespect to Duke Davis, but it has put down so many titans.
Watch,
and
miss it.
giants.
The ref. Oh.
That right hand struck the ref clean.
And Collier
He's out.
stop his momentum.
Double-handed choke slam.
Here's the choke
The ref's out.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
You can count to 20.
Champion. Oh, come on. Let's get another referee out here.
Collier, stop
Duke
moving.
should be the new champ.
Wait a minute.
Idiot doing here?
Kane and Christopher.
Kane and Christopher out here
Assaulting perpetrator
attacking
on
Duke.
Zach Nystrom, Plummer's #1 kiss ass.
Yeah.
The man that's been promised the world as a young prodigy is once again selling his
Their
soul
main event
to
scene is
Plummer's
huge.
corporate iron.
Like
Yeah.
literally
Yeah,
a
no,
bunch of
they got a lot of stars.
beefed up human beings. Those are jacked.
Well, they
human
take
beings.
it seriously.
Yes.
You can tell these guys take it real seriously.
And Kaner gets dropped. Duke Davis at a glorified handicap match.
What else is
I'd
there,
like to
Joe?
see some of these guys out here in the
That's how Plummer
Chicagoland
operates.
area.
Yes.
Win
yes,
however
yes,
you
yes,
can.
yes.
Yeah, I've seen this episode.
Any of them.
Yeah,
Any or all.
any or all of them. Yeah, I definitely would.
Even if you cheat, even if you ruin the sanctity that IWC's been built on for 24 years.
Hey, wait a minute. It's Nystrom.
Nystrom.
Nystrom back out here making a
Kanan
save.
didn't finish the job. Nystrom's still
A
standing.
hell of a clothesline out of the ring.
Oh, he's
Nystrom
going
going
fly.
for a dive.
Suicide dive by Big Fundamental. And this fight rages on.
Duke and Bill left
And
in
we
the ring.
still have
Get up, Duke.
an IWC title match.
The ref's still down though.
Finish it,
Those
Duke.
that are down. We need a referee out here. If someone can hear me on the headset, we need another referee, guys.
Oh, he's going to go for the
Referee's
punch
still
again.
building. Collier is measuring.
No,
right
Duke.
hand.
Ducks.
Duke.
Double
Out
down.
of collision.
Clothesline. Both Bill and Duke down.
Both men down the
Who
middle.
got the worst of that? IWC title on the line. Oh,
Oh, who's this?
No. Anthony Katina, who owes Plummer a lot of
Anthony
goodwill,
Katina. We've seen him at
is going to deliver the
AAW.
futuristic
Oh, yeah.
elbow
Okay.
right to the heart of Duke Davis. Katina was flamed for a lot of the
He's kind of
Plummer
traveled then, huh?
missteps
yeah.
in recent
He does work for OVW as well.
It's the heart and soul.
Andrew Powell.
It's Andrew Palace.
Ooh.
Palace explodes on his former running buddy. Palace
They do
has
have
seen the
a
light.
extensive roster, huh?
This crooked
He's about to get hit with the spear.
Oh,
No.
Oh, he kneed him in the face.
Powell's with the
That was sick.
power driver. Ooh, that was nice. That was a nice power driver.
Stiff power driver. Get up, Duke.
Collier sent Palace to the emergency room with a concussion and a separated shoulder.
Get up, Duke.
Who gets the last word?
Oh, he's chasing.
You gonna chase Plummer away? You can get
And
rid of
get
both of them,
Katina
maybe.
take out the trash. And still, this title match
No, Plummer's
persists.
still out there.
Every plan
Get
of
up,
Justin
Duke.
Plummer has been thwarted.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting in the ring.
I'll just do it myself, he says.
Why? The referee got punched right in the face by Bill Collier, of all people.
Oh, he's got a ref shirt on.
No!
We've seen this before.
Damn it, Plummer! Don't do it.
He can't drag him.
What?
Oh!
Are you serious? No way! Jamie pushed the button! Jamie
Oh, Jamie Jameson pushed the reset
a
button.
bloody mess! Who has been through hell! Jamie Jameson is coming to what he
Told you, big
sacrificed
surprises
his
were
ass
coming.
off for.
Told you I couldn't tell you what happened.
Oh, in the same night.
Jamie,
He come out smoking cigarette bloody with the
bloody
hammer.
with the hammer. Yes.
Pushing Nick Brown in the ring.
Is it a wise move?
He's going to need some medical attention for sure, but right now he has an important job to do. He
Jamie-
needs to count the 3.
Jamie's already been through war. And Jamie Jameson,
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie
Computer
Jameson
was
has
smashed all to
activated
hell.
The reset button. Therefore, this match is now a triple threat match.
Triple threat
for
main
the
Wow.
event. Jamie Jameson, Duke Davis, and Bill
World
Collier.
Heavyweight Championship.
Jamie's not gonna wait. Jamie's ready to fight now. His time.
Oh, German.
As he levels Collier with a German suplex.
Get him, Jamie.
Plummer's entire plan
Still think Duke's
has
winning?
turned up.
I don't know. I'd like to see Jamie win.
Jamie, as Collier and Duke are
Oh!
Death Valley Driver by Jamie Jameson.
Joe, he can pin Duke to win Collier's title. It'll count. 2.
Oh,
Duke
Duke
kicks
kicked
out.
out.
My God. Duke Davis will not die. And Jamie Jameson won't quit.
Did you hear what he said? He told Xander, get the hammer.
Oh, he said get the hammer.
I mean, if this is
Yeah,
officially a
everything's
triple
legal,
threat
triple
match,
threat.
by
Triple
rule,
threat
there's no
rules.
disqualification.
Oh, snap.
Use that hammer all he wants. The Hammer Lord.
The Hammer Lord.
Wound still wide open and fresh in the skull of Jamie.
He is still pouring blood.
Phallic appears
Yes.
Just
what he
keep
can
that in
do.
mind.
Gushing.
Jamie's still
Collier and
gushing
Duke.
blood. Poised, ready to
Especially
hit
Duke right now, who's
Duke
fought out
with
here
that
for 20
hammer.
minutes in the title fight of his career.
Bill's out of the picture right now.
Duke has no idea that Jamie has that sledgehammer. Duke has to get out of there, Duke.
Jamie's going to take his head off.
I guess this could be your career.
Oh, who? Oh,
Gannon takes the.
Gannon come out, took the hammer.
You like the Rodman shirt?
I do like the Robin shirt.
Man to man. No hammers here.
Run, Xander, run.
Xander is history.
Yeah, thank God Xander's wearing dark pants.
Watch out behind you, Jamie.
And Jamie took his eye off the
Oh,
ball.
Duke.
Jump bomb.
Duke's going to do it.
Oh.
Collier throws Duke out. No, come on. Bill Collier just pinned.
Still
Oh, no. Does that mean the reset button is gone?
Yep.
Jamie.
World Heavyweight
Oh, I hate that for him.
Bill
Congratulations, Bill Collier, though.
Collier.
Poor Duke, too, man.
So many moving parts.
They messed it up for each other.
They got in each other's way.
Got in each other's way. I wonder if we can see a Jamie Jameson
Bill Collier
and
taking
Duke.
advantage. I think Duke Davis and Jamie Jameson may have fought.
Or, I
and
mean,
fought
is it going to
with their
be
temper, with
Jamie
their
versus
hearts.
Gannon?
Right.
I think after that.
Collier and the calculated
Yeah,
plan.
Gannon coming out and stopping the hammer. Yeah.
And Jamie realizing all that work, that blood.
It's
shed,
about
that
time for the
effort.
guests coming up real soon.
Yeah, a couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes, everybody stay tuned.
Duke Davis
and Jamie Jamison.
Jamie is furious.
Furious. I don't blame him. He just went through hell for that. The bull rope match.
Well, he goes to the 16-bit.
Jamie Jamison is just consumed with
He goes
He's
to
mad.
the Civil War.
He's all right.
That ends in double.
Nearly his
And
entire
now
career to get to this stage. And
wins the bull rope match.
But okay, as far as like wrestling storylines and everything goes, that's the way to build one up.
Yes.
That's the way you do it.
He was so
all
close.
that pain, all the time, so close, and now
It'll pay off. The payoff is there.
Duke's pissed too, though.
Oh, Duke's pissed.
I've seen his promos that he was cutting on Facebook, and he was serious. So I know he's pissed.
Bill Collier was just waiting to pick his spot and steal that pin. All intents and purposes, Duke put in the work to earn that IWC title, but it still isn't coming home with him. Duke has to be overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Poor Duke.
Duke's got the mic.
I like Duke. Now he was the babyface here.
Yes.
But when we see them in Ohio at Exodus,
they're not babyfaces.
They're not babyfaces at all.
I am sick and tired of chasing that bastard Bill Collier. Tonight, in front of all of you at IWC 24th anniversary, tonight, this was my night, Bill.
Duke
You
was
were
robbed.
robbed.
Duke was robbed.
He definitely was.
Look at me. You, get in the ring. I want to talk. You, get in the ring. This is it. This is it. I am sick and tired of bringing my children out here and losing in front of them hurts. Bill, listen to me, you stringy-haired bastard.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you slithering around, sneaking out the back door.
So I take it this has been going on for quite some time.
Yep.
And it's like,
Duke and Bill got quite the rivalry.
I like it.
this is it. This is my last stand. In 2 months, when we come back to IWC Arena at March Court time, we are, you are not going to run, you are not going to hide.
Cage?
There will be no back door. We are going to do this one last time. We're going to do it inside a Pittsburgh steel cage.
Pittsburgh Steel
Oh,
Cage. Duke versus Bill for the title.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Plummer's going to sign off on that?
Pinfall anywhere in this cage. You cannot run. You cannot escape from me.
That'll be interesting.
It's good. I'm excited.
Bill Collier, this is my last stand on June 24th.
Last stand, last match.
I'm gonna bleed.
You think that's when Duke walks out with the belt?
I hope so, man. I'd like to see Duke come away with it. I like old Duke, like I said.
I do too.
I was upset though that Jamie didn't get in on the cash in. I thought he, but it's just going to build it up and be something spectacular when it does happen. I know it.
I agree.
Forget the name. Duke.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to go to the guest.
we are moment you've all been waiting for. Special we go. Mr. Jamie James.
The Hammer Lord himself.
What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
Great, great, great.
Blessed. Excited to have you here. I know it's a tough night at 24. How you feeling? How you feeling right now?
I'm still reminiscing in that dirt that went down. I like how everybody's saying Duke got robbed. Duke got robbed. But I'm gonna be the first to tell you I got robbed. Jamie Jameson got robbed. The Hammer Lord got robbed. Not Duke Davis. It was my time. It wasn't Duke's time. It was my time, and I got robbed.
You fought hard for that reset button, and went through a lot of battles. The bull rope match was amazing, absolutely amazing.
I appreciate that.
You know, building up, you win the 16-bit. Elijah Dean is still in your way, and you go to Civil War. Was you thinking Civil War was it? Was you thinking, hey, that's the last time I'm gonna have to deal with Elijah Dean?
I thought so, and things went a little bit different than we both expected, and we had to meet again, obviously. But yes, Civil War I thought was going to be it between us both.
You guys have went all the way back since childhood, correct?
Yeah. Yep. 10 years, 10, 12 years.
It definitely showed in the blood feud y'all had in that bull rope match.
Yeah. I definitely we definitely gave it to each other, and I sacrificed 10, 12 years of friendship with Elijah Dean to have that opportunity in the main event at that show, and for it to all go to shit because of Gannon Jones Jr. cost me the biggest match of my life.
So are you looking to get your hands on Gannon Jones Jr.?
Yep, Gannon, he's in the sights. He's in the sights. He doesn't know when it's coming. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but he's in my sights. He's in. Me and Xander, we're talking about how it's gonna go down. We're figuring out a plan at the moment. We don't know if it's gonna be May 17th at the ballpark or at court time in June, but we're figuring it out as we speak.
Okay, you know, me and you were messaging a little bit, talking about getting you on here, and you brought to my attention that you went into that bull rope match not 100%. Do you think that affected, the outcome and maybe what happened later?
I believe so, and even before we get into that mess about me not being 100% in the bull rope match, back in Civil War, in the first match with Elijah Dean, I wasn't 100% there either. I was battling with influenza A. I could not breathe to save my life. I think if I wasn't fighting with that, I feel like I would have came up on top at Civil War, and I feel like that's why it ended in a draw. Because if I was 100% that night, it would have been a different story. And then fast forward to the bull rope match, and I wasn't 100% there either. It just shows how much I'm willing to fight for what I believe in and what I want in my goals here at the IWC. I had a grade 2 separated shoulder in the bull rope match, and it was
still came out victorious.
I did. It was the arm that was tied up with the rope that I had the grade 2 separated shoulder. So I'm telling you, it's one of the most painful matches I've ever been through in my entire life, and that's a shoot.
It was an awesome match. I think back on great bull rope matches like the Stan Hansen and Lex Luger, Dusty Rhodes, Steve Corino. Yeah, and that's right up there with you, Jamie.
I appreciate that.
We talked a little about Gannon, but are your eyes just set on Gannon, or are you looking to get some redemption on Duke and maybe even Bill?
I mean, Bill's been in the sights since forever, since I debuted.
Bill's on the list.
Bill's on the list.
He made the list, huh?
Yeah. Duke's in the way too. And Gannon, he's his brother. Those guys go hand in hand. So I'm gonna get.
Justin had an incident with them at a show in Ohio.
You're gonna have to help me out with them.
What happened? What happened?
Look, I approached Duke to get on the podcast. I didn't approach Gannon at the same time. I was gonna go approach him separately. And it was brought to my attention as they are a tag team. I should talk to both of them. And they heckled me.
They heckled him pretty hard.
For quite some time.
For like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Sons of bitches.
I've never met you or talked to you, man, but I've checked out a lot of your stuff. It's great finally getting to talk to you face to face. We're going to make it out to a show out there in Pittsburgh.
That would be awesome, man. I would be honored to see you guys there.
We're definitely going to, man, thank you for always coming on with him and doing the podcast. I appreciate it. And, just appreciate all you do, man. Great showing.
I appreciate it, man. You guys would definitely be welcome in the back. I'll make sure of it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Bet.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, Jamie, Matt here does have a question for you. He wants to know, did you study any tape for this bull rope match? And maybe what would you say, like maybe your top 3 bull rope matches would be if you had to choose?
I definitely studied tape. I really liked the Steve Corino and Dusty Rhodes one.
That's my favorite.
It was all over the place, and I'm an all over the place kind of guy.
we noticed that.
So to see them guys fighting the crowd, just bloodied, battered, just beating the living shit out of each other, and that's my kind of deal. I love that match. And JBL, I thought that was a great one. And it's underrated, but I like Tyrus and EC3. It was different.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a great one.
Yep,
it was different. I definitely think it's underrated. I enjoyed watching the their bull rope match.
The EC3 and the Tyrus.
Yeah,
it was. I think it is an underrated bull rope match.
It is. It needs a little bit of shine on it. It's good.
Definitely
it's good.
Maybe we can get on here and do a review of that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we
get on here and get you watching some bull rope matches.
Yeah, I'm always in, man. You guys know I'm a fan of the podcast. You guys are doing great. I enjoy watching your live streams. I watched your first live stream of the Reloaded show. I thought it was awesome. I like that you have interest in the IWC, and I want to keep seeing you guys review us. And I definitely am excited to see you guys show up at the arena.
Yeah, we're gonna make the trip. Me and him's been talking about it. We're definitely gonna make the trip.
And with that said, like I also want to say I've been trying to keep my ear to the ground out here because I've heard that some of you guys want to try to make your way maybe out to the Midwest. So
100%.
We would love to have you
in
guys
Chicago. I need a couch you can stay on if you need one.
I'm down. I'm down to come to Chicago. It's been a while since I've been out there.
Yeah,
definitely.
It would be nice to see you come out here, bring Xander out here, and y'all maybe win some titles out here.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm down.
Before I let you go, I want to say thank you for one. I don't want to keep you too long, but I want to say if I had a prediction for Jamie Jamison, not just for 2025, but maybe by the end of the summer, I see Bill no longer being that champion. I think it's time for the Hammer Lord.
Yeah, I think brother.
So
Hammer Lord.
Everybody's saying
I got
it.
One more question. The Elijah Dean and you. Okay, now the incident that happened at your house.
Yep.
How did that affect you? I mean, y'all been friends so long to know that he would sneak up on you that way and do that to you. How did that make you feel, man?
I knew that he's a reckless son of a bitch.
So you knew he was capable of anything.
Yeah, I grew up with him. I know his mindset. I didn't know he had the balls to actually step foot on my property and do that to me. So kudos to him. It caught me off guard, and I'm still fairly upset about it. There's still glass all over my garage floor, so it's not something I'm happy about. That's for damn sure.
And was that your truck he took a swing at?
His Bronco.
My
Your
Bronco.
Oh, you can't mess with a man's wheels.
They're going to have to take that out of his pay.
Yeah, classic Bronco, 1979. So,
Woo! Oh,
I mean, hindsight, it was only a headlight. It could be a lot worse. I think you referred to that though, like it's just some glass.
it is.
You definitely got your payment in his blood. That's for sure.
Yep. I mean, hey, I destroyed his $10,000 Rolex. So hey, $10,000 Rolex compared to a couple $100 headlight, that ain't that bad.
$200 headlight, huh? You know,
can't be that mad, eh?
No, not at all. Jamie, thank you so much for just supporting the podcast. I know me and Dad talked about it. We say that, maybe we're one of the favorites of like the wrestlers, like favorite podcast, the wrestlers. You coming on here and just saying nice things just validates that. And I just appreciate you. You're one of the many that's shown a lot of support to the podcast and to myself. I couldn't tell you how thankful I am, especially being in this so short. It means the world to me.
Hey, and we got some swag coming out. We're going to send you a shirt.
Yeah, you got some ILWPOD.
We got some ILWPOD. We just did a cool design tonight. We're going to send you a nice.
Hey, you send me one, I'll send you one.
Gotcha.
Okay, bet.
No problem, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Jamie Jameson, thank you for being on. Thank you.
Jamie, thank you.
As always, all praise to God.
And we'll see you guys
boys.
next time. Bye, Jamie.
Thank you, guys.